West Coast.
Oh yeah, you know I have to turn it up for one time. Elliott, you ready? DJ Hed, you ready?
West Coast.
Hey Jeremy, you ready?
They know it's time.
Let's get it. It's a cold game, cold world, that's why we talk about it. Ain't like everybody else that'll just walk around it. Views are different, snap a picture and now it's vintage. Cause it ain't just talking for the views, that's how he meant it. It's the bigger picture. Yeah, it's the bigger picture. Yeah, it's the big picture.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
The bigger picture. Live from the West Coast.
Hey.
We're here again.
Shout out to will.i.am, but I miss talking to you guys. You know, I feel like.
Oh yeah, he took over our show, man. How you feel about that? Again, it wasn't planned.
We did not prepare for that.
Nobody believes us, right?
We had prepared for a potential guest that week.
He already said the game, bro.
But he said at the end of the episode,
Nobody
some
caught
people
that,
might
though.
not.
Nobody caught that.
So we were supposed
So
to have the
the game
in.
was supposed to be a guest on the show, our first guest,
Yes.
and it didn't work out for whatever reason. I was relieved because he started making some material that would have made it tough for me to sit on this my little it's not a stool, my little chair over here.
About Miss Knowles.
About family members that I'm familiar with and stuff and all that. So I was kind of relieved when he did cancel. We didn't cancel him. He canceled on us. And then the gentleman will.i.am, who's a founder of the beautiful company we work for, HipHopDX Uprocks, just happened to be in the vicinity. And we proved a lot of things, fellas.
What did we prove, Elliott?
We proved that we can as a collective. People know I interview people. Heck interviews people. Obviously, you with the Effect immediately interview people with your interviews. That we collectively can interview somebody or have a group conversation and have great chemistry like we have amongst ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was cool
look
to
at
see.
us, man.
It was a conversational orgy. By definition.
Absolutely.
That's an actual
We
definition.
had Will on the pause. We had Will on the ground, and he lifted himself up, and it was off and running.
No, look up orgy.
Origin of the
Okay,
orgy.
so do you have a word every week that you want to start the week off with?
No, I'm just saying.
Today's word is what?
Well, no, an orgy is a sex party where guests freely
no
engage
sex.
in open and unrestricted sexual activity. I don't think.
I prefaced it with
Conversational orgy.
conversational orgy.
All right, a CO. Different type.
Oh my God.
There we go. Why's orgy on your mind this morning, man? What's going on with that, brother?
It's not. I was just saying it was a conversational orgy.
I was surprised though, because not surprised, but
What is that? Like
Inspiring the people out there.
Hey, you know what? You know all the streamers are gonna take this screenshot.
yeah, they're just gonna screenshot this and then
be like, yo, pause. I can see
What are those guys talking about on that show?
I can see Joe and like fucking Ice or somebody like, yo, what them niggas got going?
The West Coast different.
You know,
West Coast
L.
different.
You know, L. I love you, L. But y'all niggas is wilding over there.
That's side of the dial, man. We're doing what we can, man. People are discovering us more and more, the bigger picture.
Yeah,
People are discovering us more
making
and
a
more.
little splash out here.
Yeah, man.
But we're still just getting started.
Shout out to Will though for pulling up and actually, getting through that episode with us because he didn't have to do that.
Yeah, he didn't have to stay that long. He didn't have to answer questions
he answered every question.
Yeah. And we talking about this earlier, me and Jeremy, we put the YouTube up. We don't sensationalize it like, yo, will.i.am's feelings about Drake versus Kendrick. And, we didn't salacious it out, but he gave us very honest answers about how he viewed things.
About the Cole thing.
And these are the bigger topics.
And
like
the Super Bowl, which was
that was crazy.
hella
we had that
insightful.
time with the Super Bowl we didn't know. And then we didn't know that you and him was hanging out going to Tyler shows. We saw you at the Tyler show. Sneaking around, running around town, will.i.am and shit. We didn't even know.
Stay on stream.
More to come.
Man.
Yeah, I didn't know about the Tyler thing too. I'd wanted to ask him that since I first met him, since I interviewed him like a year and a half ago, but I didn't feel like I was close enough with him to bring up the Tyler thing because no one had ever asked him about that.
I forgot how big that was. That was a big cultural moment in real time, though, when that first happened.
And it happened to come full circle like 2 days before that, and Hed happened to be there for it. So it was all kind of...
like I said, bro, for instance, I've been places with Elliott, off mic. I've been places with Jeremy off mic. And that's not what I do. I don't, run to the internet and be like, hey, guess what I heard or guess what I saw? Like, I leave that to the other Neanderthals.
There's people who do that.
Look that shit up.
Well, speaking of look it up, you can watch our will.i.am conversation. We'll link it below.
So doesn't mean we have to have more guests?
I'm thinking
No.
once a month. I'm thinking
No.
once every 5 episodes.
You don't want to talk to niggas?
No.
You don't want to talk to
Not
niggas?
no, we shouldn't set. It should just be when we have it. It
when
should.
there's someone who makes sense for us.
Yeah.
We
Like,
could
I don't
actually-
think
we
we
could
should. I
actually
don't
plan
think we
one
need to do
though.
like.
Actually plan one and have
I don't
somebody.
think we need to
that's-
do like every month we have this thing.
Yeah.
No, it's just whenever it's organically appropriate for us to do it, let's do it.
And it's got to be somebody who's willing to engage in like a conversation, because we all do interviews separately, but this show is something very specific for the audience too. So
Yeah.
somebody who's willing to kind of talk about the topics.
They got to speak on the hot topics.
Yeah,
Which a lot of times is tough because artists don't want to speak about other artists.
Yeah, which I get.
You know. But
Especially
you know.
if you got that feature request in the DM.
That shit going nowhere.
Surprise.
Yes, yeah, you ain't getting that feature or you ain't getting that interview. Speaking of which,
Uh-oh.
I actually did put my name in a hat. I was talking to one of the homies. I'm not gonna say who it was.
Okay.
Big industry veteran I was talking to, and it was like we were talking about different interviews and stuff like that I got coming up. Some
Oh,
big-
wait, you got so many interviews coming up that you having a big discussion
That's
about?
why he doesn't want to do
You
it
see that
here.
flex
He's
he
got-
just did?
No.
Okay.
I was just like, yo, like I said, tell your boy, like, you know, if he ever want to sit down, I'll do it.
The boy.
And he was like, what? It's like, yeah, I come to wherever he at. I go by myself. We can have a conversation.
I'm surprised you wanted that interview request. You know, we got some shit to address.
It's not that I want the interview. I think that it would make for a very interesting conversation.
It would. I mean, I would too.
And the thing
Wait, you
is,
talking about him and Drake? Is that what Drake and Drake?
It would be Drake
Drake
versus
and Drake?
Yeah,
Drake versus Drake?
yeah.
so there's a thing, like, obviously, you know, oh, it's your last name. Like, bro, we talked about that on this show.
Yeah. Episode 3, maybe.
Like, yeah, like episode 3 or 4 or something. Go back to the previous episodes of The Bigger Picture when we discussed my last name, you digital D-heads, as Charlamagne would say.
Did it ever impact you, though, that your name is actually Drake and this guy Drake emerges and becomes
No.
a star? Like, never impacted you even before this battle in some sort of way?
Freeway Rick is from the West Coast. Put that together.
I think it's just God's timing.
Bro, that was so cerebral.
Say Drake.
Oh my God, that was good.
What, the Freeway Rick?
Most of the chat not gonna
No, they're
get
going to
that.
love that. It's
They ain't
very
gonna get
West
that.
Coast.
They ain't gonna get that one.
And
It was just layers to what I just said.
Rose's on him, though, lately. All those
Yeah,
spots,
yeah.
too, yeah. It's
But,
got reignited. That's forever will be a thing.
But
You know,
no,
there's actually a real 50 Cent, too, from Brooklyn.
I know.
Okay, he's on the back of the Eric B. Rakim album.
but yeah, like I think that it would make for a very interesting conversation. Not that I want the conversation. I just think that I put it to you this way. Like I've said on this show before, I'm not one of those people who's against having a conversation with adversaries. I told you I've had conversations with
Oh, you
skinheads.
consider him an adversary?
And no, the people do.
Okay, gotcha.
And with people on stream that you have had problems with.
I'm cool with sitting down and talking to them motherfuckers. I went on Act Stream and talked to him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I
I helped set that up. What was that? Me?
A little alley-oop.
Thank you, Elliot.
Though.
Thank you, Elliot.
I did,
Well,
though.
it was like, if I'm being honest, it was like hella motherfuckers hitting me. Like, yo, that one. But I was just like, I'm not opposed to having a conversation with anybody. It could be my dad, who I ain't talked to in forever, or it could be somebody who was viewed as an op to me. It doesn't matter to me. I'm never opposed to a conversation.
So you was approached about trying to do an interview? Like,
No,
when
I
you have
wasn't
interest doing an
appro-
interview? Like, how did this start?
It just came up, and I was just.
How does this come up?
He's like,
where's the Who Wants to Talk to Drake? Where's that conference call? Where the fuck is that
You
call?
didn't get the invite to that one?
Where's the Who Wants to Talk to Drake? Hey, anybody want to interview Drake? Is that a conference call going on? Is that what the music industry's doing right now?
No.
Is that what UMG got cooking?
I don't-
Santa Ana's doing this shit? What call was
Who
this?
would talk to Drake? Can we list them all out and we'll put them all
Where's
out?
the Kendrick hotline? Who want to talk to that nigga? What's the hotline? I'm
Stay on
sorry, man.
stream.
I actually do have to address, since we talked about the name stuff, you know, there were some people from another podcast. They were making jokes about your name. They, you know, mentioned
Another
my name and
podcast?
spelled it wrong on Twitter. Another podcast, yeah. So
Say the names, man.
So
Ain't
Rory
nobody
and Mal,
soft for this side, man.
No. Rory and Mal. So again, respectfully, shout out to Rory and Mal, because I've watched them for 8 years, I want to say, with Joe all the way back in the day. So I respect
Are you
what
trying to
they
age them?
do.
Trying to subtly age them?
No, I'm not.
Saying
I'm not
they're out
trying
of
to do
touch and
that.
old?
I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that. But what I did find interesting is that Rory said that my take was one of the weirdest takes that he's ever heard.
Forever, ever.
And let me just reiterate my take first, just so the people can know what the take was.
Okay.
Well, if it's weird, I mean, I'm
No,
fucking,
yeah, you can let me know if this is the weirdest
I'm fucking
thing.
with you.
You
Go
were
ahead.
actually a part of the take.
I don't give a fuck enough. But
Okay. So the take was simply that Drake isolated some of his female fan base by his own actions and things he said. and that he's not necessarily making music for women. That was pretty much what I said. I said it in a little bit more of a heated way. You said some lyrics were insatiably inflammatory. Okay? Now, that was the...
You didn't like that twerking with a book stuff.
I simply said that maybe... And will.i.am agreed with us on our episode. He said that might be...
Stay on you. Stay on
so
you. Okay.
I just want to read you guys a few other takes that have been mentioned on their podcast. And let me know if you think mine is weirder.
Bro, Jeremy
Wait. First,
no. I'm just...
Jeremy Heck is different.
First, no, he research gangster.
I know. Jeremy Heck is different, bro. Stop
right?
fucking with him, bro. Leave him alone.
Jeremy, before you do that, I'm going to let you do that.
We're going to let you cry.
What specifically did Rory say in response that offended you? Like, what was it? He said you just discovered misogynistic hip hop. Like, what was it?
No, I wasn't offended.
What was it? What did you think about his exact comment? His exact comment towards you?
Yeah, it was just me and Elliott Wilson.
Yeah. Oh my God, Elliott. What's up with Elliott Wilson, man?
What you mean?
Yeah. What you mean?
He doing his show with DJ Hed and Jeremy. Dissecting
can't wait to see Jeremy.
That misogyny was just to enter music.
That wasn't crazy to you?
I tweeted about it, and this is how, to all the Drake stans, and I'm not saying the Kendrick stans aren't this way either. I tweeted, I'm still laughing at the fact that Jeremy just discovered that there's misogyny in music. Because I thought that clip was fucking, like, I watched it a few times and laughed. And no respect Jeremy, I think he's great for what he does on the show. But him having like a conniption, that revelation, like, there's misogyny in hip hop was the funniest fucking thing. Like, Drake legitimately started a whole new genre. Yeah. There has never been any disrespect towards women before that P&D and Drake album. Now, when I posted that, everyone in the comments was all Drake stans. Like, I knew your bozo ass would agree with him. I'm like, are y'all this retarded?
Yes.
I'm disagreeing with him. I thought it was the weirdest take of all time.
Speaking of weirdest takes, I thought it was weird when I found out that DJ Hed's last name is Drake. Y'all didn't. That's not like just the most craziest thing to y'all. Like, his last name is Drake.
I didn't take it as offense, but it was a light little jab. He said,
Canadians
I'm still laughing at the fact.
Okay, so can I have the backstory real quick?
Yeah.
So he did hit me offline talking about you.
Who is he?
Okay.
Rory. I'm friends with Rory.
I fuck with Rory too.
I like Rory.
So Rory texted me on the side about Jeremy shit, like, oh, Jeremy, like making jokes, like he said, like, oh, Jeremy just discovered some hip hop is misogynistic, ha ha. Like, he said that in passing. So I'm like, I go, yeah, I laugh back with him, blah, blah. And that's like, whatever. I don't know if he's really gonna like make it something or say it on the show. So the fact that he even says it like that, I've been thinking of, how did he introduce it?
He said, I'm still laughing at the fact.
I'm still laughing. See, I told you, he's been on it since he first saw it. So
he spelled my name wrong. I learned from you. I corrected the misspell.
I'm still on it.
Just discovered there's misogyny in music.
So he's claiming you like you're some sort of innocent that did. You're saying that Drake is, oh my God, Drake's making misogynistic hip hop. Hip hop has always been misogynistic.
I've heard Big Pimpin'.
Yeah.
Have
you heard Break a Bitch Neck by Cool G Rap and Akinelli? Have you heard that record?
That one I might need
Ain't
to
no fun
back to.
by the
Ain't
biggest
no fun?
rapper ever.
Oh God, here we go again. Snoop Doggy Dogg.
And I've heard 2 Live Crew. I made a joke. I said I just found out about 2 Live Crew. My point was not that hip hop isn't misogynistic. My point was simply that Drake may have isolated his female fan base, some of it to some degree, which was said out loud by some women. Personally, his fan base. Not that
you personally didn't like those lyrics either, as a fan of Drake.
I didn't
disappointed in those, right?
I didn't like them because I thought if you're gonna go left and you're gonna make songs for the women, don't bring us back to rap battles. And don't think that somebody on the other side can't also make fun music. That's what I felt about those specific lyrics.
Okay. I'll let you go before with your retort.
But I did think it was interesting that he said it was the weirdest take he's ever heard.
All right, let me ask you a question before you crash.
I'm not crashing.
He's prepared.
All right, go ahead.
No, you can ask a question.
No, just crash.
He did a retort. He said research for a retort. He's ready.
It's
a Rory research retort.
If he catch flight, it's going to be direct. Go ahead.
And also, I did say this year, last episode before Will walked in, I'm willing to inherit beef for both of you guys.
Me and Hed ain't talking about nothing about inheriting none of your beefs, man. Yeah, we don't know. We had those questions.
Read the pettiness off your laptop.
All right, okay.
Rory research retort. Let's go.
This is said by Maul, not Rory. So these are just other things said on
the
pod. Well, he said it was the weirdest take.
Jeremy Heck shoot the whole car up.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Are you from the West Coast?
If you in the car, you get hit. You know what I'm saying?
learning.
That's more West Coast than Canadian, I feel.
It is.
I'm learning.
rules.
That's why I'm ingratiated into the culture here. Okay. Maul said that, and these are just other Drake takes. This is simply Drake takes. Maul said that Drake did more for Pusha T's career than anything else Pusha T has ever done by battling with him. Take one. Maul said that Drake is a better rapper, lyricist than Lupe Fiasco, Black Thought, DMX, and Royce the 5'9". Maul predicted that the Christmas halftime show game would surpass the viewership of the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime show. Simple question, I'm just asking. Were any of those takes weirder than my take on Drake's lyrics?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Or you asking him?
Either. Both.
How do you define weird?
That's what I was wondering.
I mean, I think the most weirdest one probably is the Beyonce one to me. Jumped out at me, that Beyonce, that show compared to Super Bowl. You know Beyonce is the queen, but yeah, I thought that was a little.
You know what?
But I like how Maul's developed even further as a podcaster, and he's given a lot of controversial takes, but
he stands on it.
He stands on it, you know? I don't consider many of them weird. I think they're definitely like galvanizing and polarizing out the gate. That's how I look at it. I don't look at it as weird, but you know, that's what podcasters do.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't try to do that. I don't think when we talk. I don't feel like I'm going for this like salacious take or this take that's gonna make everybody go crazy. It comes out. I have to give my opinion, but I don't know. I think that's why if you're a podcaster, I think that's kind of what you do. I don't think we're traditional podcasters in that sense.
No,
that's
not how I view it.
That's the point that I was going to continue. No,
that's it. That's it. No.
So Rory got at you. You get at Maul.
Yeah, I don't get your defense there.
No.
And I thought you took the hardest shot at Maul that episode too. You said that album is for Maul, and everybody got quiet. I was like, "Ooh."
No, I took a shot.
I felt like
I took a shot. That's why I'm not running from a shot. It was me.
I took a shot. So you want smoke with Rory and Maul?
I don't want smoke with either.
And you don't want to fight the white man. You want to go straight to the black man.
I shot my shot.
That's really what.
No, I was just
You
responding.
don't want to fight the white man. You want to go right to Maul.
Yo,
I have no problem with
listen, Alabama Barker and Bad Baby.
Crazy beef right now.
It's white.
White on white crime.
There's white crime going on
trying
right
to break
now,
the white battle cycle? Is that what it is?
Post Malone put out a country album. It's up in the white community right now.
Maul ain't say nothing about you, man.
To be clear.
Maul is shooting shots at Maul.
To be clear.
Let's get ready to rumble.
To be clear.
Maul ain't said nothing about this guy. All he does is take shots at Maul.
But Maul is there. There's been some underlying with maybe one of my co-hosts that maybe I'm shooting back for.
What?
He ain't just be a DJ Hed.
He was making fun of your name.
My last name?
Yeah. And so I'm inheriting beef. Oh, but with Rory, I have no problem.
Here's the difference though between us. I don't give a fuck.
I know.
Like you know what I'm saying? I'm not beefing with no niggas. This is the other thing too. This is my take. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you niggas do on fucking podcasts. What have I always said since day one? I'm not a what?
Journalist.
And I'm a what?
DJ.
What are you?
Media personality and interviewer and journalist.
And what are you?
I'm a journalist.
Okay. The difference is this is y'all fault. This whole
Blame
shit.
Me.
This is y'all fault.
Blame Jeremy.
Because this is y'all fault and the fucking chat. Because y'all niggas are holding people to this high standard of takes and ideology and research and sources and all that. That's not what they do. They just say their opinion on mics. They're not a journalist. They're not qualified, and I refuse the journalist title because I feel like I'm not qualified to do the due diligence to be an esteemed journalist in this space. Which is why I've always maintained that I'm not a fucking journalist. Stop holding people. The people who be on stream, they not journalists.
No.
If a person does their due diligence to become whatever it is that they think they are, or say they are, or the number one, or whatever the fuck they think they are, right?
Yeah.
Then cool. But if they don't, stop giving them the same ado that you would give yourself. That's why it's y'all fault. Don't
blame the journalist.
Yes, it's y'all fault because y'all looking at these people. I'm not taking a shot or nothing. It's just
a shot.
It's certain niggas that say they DJs, they not DJs. It's certain niggas that say they journalists, they're not journalists. So it would behoove me to be offended by a DJ saying that they could, by somebody who plays music at functions to be like, I'm a better DJ than DJ Hed, or they would have a wild take about music. Like always, I'm in the studio last week and this artist says to me, fuck what they said. But this artist said some wild shit to me, right? some wild shit. They're telling me about DJing. You started rapping yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Learn about rapping before you tell me about DJing.
I literally am a DJ. I literally DJ'd last weekend. But fuck is you. So my point is, the reason why I'm saying I don't want to be like on my thing or whatever. I'm just saying, stop giving people who just do a thing the same ado you would give yourself if you actually do the thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's y'all.
It's funny. I remember when celebrity DJ, like, you know, first got like, oh my God, the idea, like the famous pretty girls, the actors, like, you know, Robert De Niro's daughter. This one's daughter is now DJing like the hottest club in New York, and we were all outraged and shit. Like, she's not a real DJ. But it feels like that's kind of died down, right? Like, there's not that discourse anymore about like what's a real DJ, who's not. Like, you're a real legit DJ, but there's not like a big clusterfuck argument all day about like get rid of all these fake DJs, push button DJs, but it's kind of been accepted. Where in journalism, I feel like we're still rebelling against like, damn, everybody now is a goddamn media personality, so where's the journalism? So there's still like a fight inside.
But everybody's a media personality because they deliver their personality through the media.
Yeah.
Not everybody can be a journalist. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if like wild takes don't bother me. Joe Budden have them, Maul have them, Rory have them, you have them, I have. Wild takes don't bother me. Wild takes bother me from esteemed sources.
Yeah.
Because you expect more. Which, to go back to the point, I just expect more of my favorite artists. That's all I'm saying. But that's how all that started.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just saying, stop doing that. These niggas is human. Look up the stat on a percentage of people that wipe their ass and I mean that wash their hands in America
after the orgy
in North America. Look, in North America, what's the percentage of people who wash their hands?
60 to 70%.
Exactly. 33% of you niggas is nasty niggas.
And having orgies and shit.
Look that shit up.
But self-reported data says 90%.
That's cap.
Observed data is 60 to 70%.
Bro, who's gonna tell the truth about that?
30 to 40%, Elliott Wilson, of people
I watch my shit.
I'm not saying you, King. I'm saying 30 to 40% of you niggas is not washing y'all hands after y'all use the restroom. So the way I look at it is, why the fuck would I care what they think?
They might not even be washing their hands.
They're not even sanitizing.
That's a fact.
But is it also that we're caught in this thing where we're still stuck in Kendrick versus Drake, but then we can't speak honestly about anything because whatever we say gets galvanized?
No matter what. The internet's been so annoying. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but like if you go on certain apps, I'd rather just be out of it. And I can't say that I'm not to blame or we're not to blame for some of this. We are part of the discourse, of course, but like I look online, I'm like, do people just have nothing else to do all day? They just
no.
And I'm lost in between the petition, and the lawsuit and this and like all these OVO detectives telling me what motion this was said and iHeart said this, but now iHeart, that's a lie because iHeart did this. All I see is the motherfucking charts. And I see one guy doing better than the other guy. And I said that this guy couldn't counter this movement and the record with Party wouldn't be the right move to counter the movement to reclaim the number one spot. And when I look at the charts and what the final results are, one guy's about to have the number one album again and the number one song again. And I call it the dot era. So I don't know what all this other noise is about. Like, what's really going to happen? You're not going to stop Not Like Us. Not Like Us is still a top 10 record. Like, I don't know what any of it really means. Yeah, iHeart said this and this. They're like, what does it even mean? Like, it happened. It happened and it's happening. So these records are still bigger than his records.
I do have a
scoop.
Yeah. So that statement that came out via the Breakfast Club.
The petition got dropped, iHeartRadio.
That was a direct initiative from iHeart. Like that was,
yep.
I verified that for sure. And I was like, oh, so they actually, this is their public statement.
Yeah, on their biggest, Breakfast Club is their biggest platform, right? The biggest show.
In urban culture, yes.
In urban culture, yes. I'm sure that's what it, but then no one wants to believe that because, again, what do we really know? The petition was dropped. So I guess Drake fans wanted to feel like he got some information he was supposed to get or got some compensation. and it's an admission of wrongdoing? And what does that really mean? Like,
Well, because so basically, for the people who didn't see, Drake had this petition against iHeart. There was two petitions, right? Two separate petitions, and iHeart was involved in one of them, and they were saying there could have been payola to make Not Like Us into a bigger single, bigger impact than it already would have been. They settled the other day, and initially when it came out, people saw it, like you said, there was fans on that side claiming, oh, are we gonna hear about the lawsuit being settled or the petition being settled? He must have gotten paid. They would never settle. And people even were saying from the industry side of things, like maybe this is something where if you settle, it's unheard of, so maybe they paid or they, they were doing something wrong. However, when things did come to light, what ended up happening was the media company released an updated statement saying in exchange for documents that showed iHeart did nothing wrong, Drake agreed to drop his petition. No payments were made by either one of us. So that is claiming nothing actually was evidenced to showcase that Not Like Us was payola accepted in any way, and no one got paid for this to be dropped.
But Not Like Us is still impacting. So what's the point?
At this point.
Not Like Us is still a top 5 record. It was number 1 the other day. Now it's number 2 or 3, 4. It's top 5.
This was just silly though.
When does it end? Like what? Like it doesn't matter.
Silly because, bro, like what's up. Like this shit real, bro. Like this is real. It's real. It's really a thing. Niggas just getting married to this record.
Yeah.
Niggas having kids to this record. You know what I'm saying?
Having kids to Not Like Us.
They're conceiving to Not Like Us.
They conceiving to Not Like Us.
That's crazy.
The kids is 2-stepping to it. This is a thing, fool. This is a thing.
It was at the Oscars.
I'll say this though. I didn't like the Conan O'Brien thing.
Yeah. What was your reaction?
Because the same thing I dug about Andrew Schultz. It's like it's got to be funny. I get your comedian gives you the license, right?
Well, we're halfway through the show, which means it's time for Kendrick Lamar to come out and call Drake a pedophile.
It didn't make me laugh. I get that it could be constructed as like a clever written joke. Like, okay,
you know what nigga wrote the joke though?
Huh?
You know what nigga wrote the joke?
Nigga didn't write a funny joke. It wasn't funny. Nigga, that wasn't funny. That's my point. Because it's about like, I get the structuring, right? It's like, because I'm a writer. I don't know if you guys know.
Yeah.
That, like, it's a big award ceremony. It's a big moment. So, of course, something has to happen where Kendrick has a moment where he's calling Drake a pedophile. Like, I get that, right? Because we saw it at the Super Bowl, saw it at the Grammys. Yeah. Aha. And then he thinks the killer line to say, and I'm lawyered up. Like, he thinks that's going to be the killer line. That Conan's going to say, I'm lawyered up.
That was funny.
And then it's, No. That shit was not funny, man.
The lawyer was funny to me.
It was clever. It was written.
I smiled. I
no, but that's not. But see, that's not good enough for me as a joke, especially if it's controversial.
It's humorous. No,
you don't laugh. You have to, for humorous to me, you have to actually laugh. Something that's come out of your system where you laugh. You can smile. It's like that's clever. So that's not funny.
Something can be humorous without you laughing about it.
But I think if it's volatile and offensive type material, that shit has to land. If you say you're gonna have sex with Kendrick Lamar and you're a male comedian, white male, that shit got to be funny. That shit was not funny. When Andrew did a bit about the Diddy Meek Mill shit, that shit was funny. And we laughed out loud. And that shit was, oh shit, that's crazy. It's comedy club. So niggas don't go to the club for smiles, they want laughs.
Or claps these days.
Yo, the way Hed smiled to me, I knew that joke really landed.
Well, for me, yeah.
Hed went like this.
That's honestly for Hed.
No, but if you're in a comedy club and everybody reacts like you, did that joke land?
It depends on
a bunch of smiling motherfuckers looking at me.
Are they stoic?
A comedy club full of DJ
I don't want
Heads would be
stoicness at the comedy club
for a comedian. That would be torture.
Well, you know how we laugh at shit? Like the Gen Z, millennial Gen Zs, how we laugh at shit is we say one word. Hilarious.
Spooky.
See, that's not laughing. That's not comedy. That's not comedy, my G.
What
that's why I didn't repost it. So we can say I'm so anti-Drake. I didn't fucking grab the low-hanging fruit. I didn't repost Conan shit. Oh my God, Conan got that off. That shit was corny. It looked like outsiders of the culture trying to attach themselves to culture. I think it's offensive to Drake and Kendrick. It's not cool. It's whack.
I didn't like the hypocrisy
Conan
I saw.
do look kind of scary, right?
He does. But when you
not
mentioned,
saying Conan isn't a brilliant, smart comedian. I think he did a great job overall as the host, but that joke wasn't cool. Jay.
No, when you mentioned Schultz, what I didn't like to see is people completely losing the same energy. So the people who were, this is a joke. You're taking it too seriously. Andrew Schultz was making a joke about Kendrick Lamar. Wow, Kendrick fans don't understand comedy. Then Conan drops a joke at Drake's expense. This joke is too far. It's done. We can't. Why are we making jokes about that? I'm just saying keep the same energy. I personally didn't think this was the funniest joke either.
Well, I think that's because he outright used the P word. He outright used the word.
Yeah, and it kind of like...
That's what was triggering the people, where it's like...
Yeah. They're like, how could he say that?
But he's trying to say, he said, Kendrick's going to call him it. Like, I'm not in it. Kendrick's going to call him it. That's why I didn't like it either. It seems like outsidery culture-y. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a little,
The black guy's going to come in. The crazy black guy's going to come out and call the other one this. You don't see it that way, Hed?
I'm adding up outsidery culture. Hold on.
Outsidery culture?
Carry the one. I don't get it. What the fuck is outsidery?
Did you square the two, though?
Squared it.
Offensive to our culture, where it's like, the other guy's going to come in and call the other guy that thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
A little
outsiders
like
to the culture.
Fight type thing.
Yeah, it's like on it, because they're not a part of the conversation. We made Super Bowl part of our conversation. We made the Grammys part of our conversation. The Oscars, besides the Gold Party, if you want to segue, is the only connection to that with that culture, and like that's the point. It's like
I feel you. I'm just
you're not
talking
connected
shit.
to us. You ain't feeding us and like connect to us. And bottom line again, the shit just wasn't funny to me. That's all. Lawyered Up wasn't even funny. It wasn't funny.
Lawyered Up. The
It
lawyered
was,
up
it was
part.
acknowledgement
room, though. It did
that might
work
be
in
a
the room.
clever premise, but that's not a joke. A joke you should laugh.
And Hollywood's got a lot of problems of their own, too.
Why are they around?
I'm just saying, a lot of weird cases in the crowd.
Like, what was eventful with the Oscars? I don't even know. I'm not a big
You weren't
film
there?
buff.
You weren't at the after
For
party?
me, it was Zoe Saldana.
Shout out to Zoe Saldana.
Not for the reasons of her.
Her accomplishments?
Okay.
No.
The way you just heard.
I'm a
she
fan
showed
You've
of
up.
always been an admirer of her work?
100%.
Of her work?
Yeah, you get her on the red carpet, FaceTime and nigga.
They're gonna start saying DJ Hed has a type. They're gonna say DJ Hed has a type.
You
They're
know
gonna
what I'm
start
saying?
saying DJ Hed has a type. That's
Oh
what
no,
people
Zoe's
say.
involved. Never mind, fuck it.
You honor that?
That's a respectful.
Yeah, I honor that
yeah,
shit.
there we go.
Honor that shit.
I
So-
guess.
so-
Well, I mean, like, people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
what are you gonna
niggas
do?
really want, like, relationships and shit nowadays.
Sickos.
Yeah. Animals.
Disgusting.
Niggas are so primitive.
Wanting to settle down
my
and shit.
God.
One woman. It gets tricky out there, though. Having one woman is,
But
Yeah,
you still applaud that queen for her win, right?
Yes.
Battle rap.
Applaud Zoe Saldana for her dub. Shout out to her. I'm a fan.
Were you at the gold party? Did you get the
Well,
invite?
you stuck in this gold party thing.
I want to know because
What
we
the
don't
fuck
know
is a
what's
gold
going on.
party?
There's Jay-Z had a gold party and
What the
Beyonce.
fuck does that mean?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Jay-Z had a gold
I
party.
don't know what it is. All I know is it's called the gold party and pictures came out and they
All
look
this
professional.
this is the opinion of Elliott Wilson.
Okay.
This part here. I didn't get this from the big homie. I feel the Rock Nation brunch is dead, and the world now is the gold party.
I can't
Yeah.
get excited about the transfer from
People
the Rock
didn't realize
Nation
this
brunch
was
to the
going
gold.
on.
No.
So you have to
didn't
wear
see it.
gold, or what the fuck is
The gold party started, 2018 and 2019. I've gone to one of them. I went to the 2021. I asked to go to the 2023 one.
You
and
went to a party during COVID?
No, this is right before COVID, my G. This is right
February?
on the eve of COVID. Why you trying to out me out the game?
I'm not trying to how you said it 2020. Everybody know what the fuck happened in 2020?
Well, it was still early March. It was February, March. Mid-March is when the world shut down. The NBA shut down.
I'm just
Tom
asking.
Hanks caught that shit. It was over. Like
It was the night of Hove and Jay Electronica's release
I was with
party.
Hove the night COVID
That
broke
COVID
out too.
broke out,
Yes, okay. But this is before that. All right. So no, the bottom line is the gold party is the big post Oscars after party was always the Vanity Fair party. Again, not our culture, right? We go there, we bless us with their presence, the Vanity Fair. Oh my God, can we, the dopest African American, get invited to the Vanity Fair party? Oh my God. So Jay's idea, Beyonce's idea was to create their own party called the Go Party. So especially at that time with like Black Panther and all those movies where they had relationships with the people there, the idea is that this is the ultimate after the Oscars after party. So it's been really successful. And what I think Jay likes about it is that it's became very private. You can't just take photos. It's harder to get into as a party. And it's more so feeding the film side of the world, not the music side of the world. So there is some overlap where some music people get invited, but it's more about getting the Hollywood people in there. And really the main goal is to get people that actually won the Oscar that night to pull up with their Oscar. Like Adrian Brody, I think, came and he had his Oscar. So it's dope. It's a dope party. I went there in 2020. And then 2023 I asked to go and I was kindly rejected because the focus is more on the film type thing, music film at the time, some overlap. So I've gone to one. It's a great party. And I feel like that's now become the standard. I think what they like about it is it's more private. The photos that are taken are all choreographed with like Mason Poole, I think is the photographer's name, and black and white and classy. You just know you can't take your phone out and all that type of
You
shit.
ever sign an NDA at the front?
No, you just know you honor the rules, and if you violate the rules, you will be asked to leave. So I see a couple things people may sneak, but you don't see a lot. And most of you see is the black and white presented photos, and yeah, they stay up all night as drinks, dancing, all these wonderful. I think Questlove DJ this year, and looks like Questlove and Jermaine Dupri were among the DJs, according to what I saw online. But shout out to the Go Party. The Go Party is the future. So all you're complaining about the Rock Nation brunch, y'all can stop crying. It's all about the Go Party. Get your weight up in the film world, and you might get invited to that.
Jermaine,
I'm gonna try that. When I get hot again, I'm gonna ask if I can go, but I wasn't hot this year, so I didn't even ask.
What you mean? You
were number 5, yeah. Cinco.
No, that's in the music side of things, not the film. I
So once
gotta
you
be
get your
super
Oscar-
hot music to get the film crossover from out in the
You
film.
need that number 1 spot.
You
If
know
you
what
get
I
to
mean?
number 1 or 2 next year, then
Oh yeah, if I get number 1 or 2, yeah, I'll fax it over, right? I'll text
did you
that
see
over.
the list, Jay?
Yeah,
That's
so,
what
hey,
you're
number
thinking.
1, number 2, hey.
Jermaine
Yeah.
Dupri had some interesting comments. I don't know if you guys saw this. This was last night.
Shout out to the GOAT.
The GOAT, your
That's
GOAT.
because he's excited coming off that Go Party. He's hyped up right now.
Yeah, he said, I'm a little lost. Can somebody tell me what the goal of being an independent artist is today? Because all of the things that people are chasing is shit major artists do. What's the thing that indie artists do that makes it special?
Nothing.
Damn. See, these indie people are tearing them up
So
online.
Okay, no,
You're going the other way, DJ Hed.
You don't
the
think there's
question?
any, basically, so what it seems to be that he's saying is that there's no benefit of being independent when independent artists still want the same things that a major label artist has. You agree with that?
I agree. I don't necessarily agree. I have a different opinion. I just think that people want independence and don't know what to do with it. You have a whole bunch of entrepreneurs. Like if you did a poll and I'm pretty sure if you ran the numbers, we don't have time, but if you ran the numbers on how many LLCs exist in the United States of America, and then how many of those LLCs are bringing in revenue, it'd be a crazy number. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to be a thing idealistically, but look that shit up. But don't know what to do with it. For instance, I'll give you a personal example. When Glasses and I don't think we've ever talked about this publicly. With Glasses Malone, my big homie, he was signed to Cash Money. He got the last deal that wasn't a 360 deal. 360 deal is industry jargon, internet chat for a deal where the label or the production company that signs you gets a percentage of whatever it is that you do as that entity.
Everything, your merch, everything.
Whatever
your
you
partners
do.
and everything.
Correct. Glasses was the last person to get a deal that wasn't really a 360 deal during the whole YMCMB run, right? That being said, he owned 100% of everything. He owned it like Nip would teach people, own your masters. Russ is another one. La Russell is another one. Loud and proud. I'm independent. You could do it too. No, you fucking can't. Going back to the example that I'm giving, Glasses had owned his publishing. He owned all the merch. We owned our website. He owned everything. But if you don't know what to do with it, how valuable is it? You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of ignorance that perpetuates you not knowing what to do with your property that you own 100% of. So even back then, before I knew the music business, I was telling G, I'm like, Birdman wanted to shout to Stunner. Stunner wanted to give him a nice chunk of change for a percentage of his publishing. I'm like, you should do it. He like, nah, I was always taught. I always just thought that we supposed to keep our publishing. Yeah, but why? I mean, I don't know, cuz that's what we supposed to do. Jadakiss was loud, a big advocate for, back in the day for that. Well, if you don't know what to do with it, sell it to him and he gonna go make the money because he knows what to do with it, right? Mm-hmm. And if you sell a percentage, that means that I'm further invested in your career, which is gonna make me go advocate for you further. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. I put this logic together before I knew the music business.
Well, it makes sense, but where I would push back is for the people who have studied or who do know what to do with it, independence can be a lot more profitable and fruitful. Like, for example, JD's basically asking here, like, what's the point of being independent? Now, to your point, most people don't know what to do with it, and that's knowing yourself conversation and understanding what you need. If you need marketing, if you need distribution, if you need a machine behind you to get your music into the right audience, signing a label deal is for you. Now, if you've built a fan base, or if you have infrastructure and you have a team and you have a manager that knows what they're doing, a lawyer that knows what they're doing, if you have a PR person that's on your team that knows what they're doing, owning all of your music, it gives you the right to drop when you want. It gives you the right to not change any of your artistic, like you don't need to get the single to be pushed. You can drop your own single and you make all of your show and merch money. So if you have that infrastructure, being independent is much more profitable. Now, if you don't, then you might need to
All right, so let me ask
go
you
in
a
the
question.
system for a bit.
As a journalist, I mean, and also you be in the streets, like you be outside. You do a lot of stuff with a lot of artists, right?
A lot of
Young artists that want to get in the game.
Yeah, independent artists, yeah.
So based on your experience in being in America and being in this thing that we love, right? What percentage of artists would you say has the lawyer, the team, the manager, the wherewithal, the studies, the know-how, all of the skill sets to do it independently? What percentage would you say that is?
I would say that's still the 1%.
Okay. So 99% of you niggas are not Russ.
You don't need record deals.
You know what I'm saying? That's the reality. I don't like this.
Well, I think, we glorify independence, I think, a little too much.
But listen,
not knowing the whole business behind it, what it takes to be that.
That's what I'm saying. To JD's point, everybody wants the same thing that the big artists.
Great success.
They want the charts, or they want the tour, or they want the merch, or they want the deals.
They want to make money.
Or they want to make money, or whatever the case may be. Okay, but if you don't know how the fuck to do it, either go get you some education, or go in the system, and then when you come out of the system, you can do what the fuck you want to do. J. Cole did it.
Yeah.
Dot did it.
Russ even did it.
I think
Russ,
so many artists. I think I saw some Wiz Khalifa did with Ray Daniels, your guy. He was talking about like,
hell, Snoop did it.
I did 10 years with Atlantic. Wiz was talking about how he did 10 years with Atlantic. He loved that experience. Now he's independent. He loves being independent. But I had no bad. Like I did make a lot of money with them. They brought me to this level. You know, when you make that soundtrack record he made, it did like a diamond and shit.
Yeah.
Like, he had nothing much to complain about. But I think what's lost now, I think what he's referring to is that he comes from that major label system, right? He wants the big deal. He's old school, right? And it's like, I don't think independent artists realize right now that the business has changed to the point where you have so much more leverage with these labels than you did before.
Correct.
So you can maintain so much independence.
Yeah.
I think everybody wants a balance of both. Everybody wants to feel independent, own their music somewhat, or partner with people, not feel like I'm a slave to a label. But I think that people are so anti-record label, the newer generation.
Why?
Because they romanticize being independent without the infrastructure part of it. And labels are looked at as the bad guys, but you still need them. They're the necessary evil if you want to compete on the big scale.
Drake.
At the same time. You want to be on the charts for Kendrick, Drake, and all these guys. And that's kind of what the Drake battle, in some sense, to people is, right? But again, I think that it's about building yourself. You start being independent from jump. That's what you don't realize. You're already independent.
Yeah, you are.
You started independent. And you need to realize that you should be building the right team around you, building your major structure around you, and dealing with these labels and seeing what's out there and seeing what you can leverage. Because you'd be surprised what you can get done now in 2025 than back then you couldn't get done. Back then they could tell J. Cole, that's not the single. No one can really tell you that in 2025. Like any major label. Like there's artists on major labels that are constantly putting music out, trying to catch heat, trying to do something. Dropped the album last week, put out a new song 2 months from now. So stop looking at it with this old paradigm and stop glorifying independence. I think there's a way to be independent, strong, but also find the right major partners to maximize your output.
Well, I think partnership is a good word too.
Partnership.
Because a lot of the homies right now who are, dealing with labels and potentially like trying to strike a partnership, what you start to see is the labels come at you kind of crazy off jump because they assume you don't know anything.
Exactly.
So the first thing that they're coming to you at is like either a 360 or a 50-50 split, or we're owning your masters or we own the publishing for 10 years after off a single deal or something like that, until you say, actually, I don't think we want to deal with any of that. We want this, this, and this. And then they start, okay, but I think it's possible that you could partner with a label if you're doing a single deal or distribution deal or whatever it is, and still maintain some level of owning your masters, owning your publishing, owning your rights to your catalog that you already have. If you build something, you should be able to keep that. I think that's what Russ did, right? Where he went to, I think, Columbia, and he kept his back catalog, and he only partnered with them for that one album or two albums.
Freddie Gibbs is the king of the one-off. He'll go get $1 million, do an album, give it to him. That's your album. Daz does the same thing.
You have that leverage now.
Yeah, but he didn't always have that.
Yeah,
You have to.
You do build. You have to build.
So what I'm saying is, to JD's point, there is no benefit for you maintaining your independence if you don't know what to do with it.
And most don't, is what we're saying.
Correct.
Most don't.
If you don't, that's cool, bro. Go get your bag with the people. learn everything you can, and then you could go out on your own and see if you could really hang in this world as an entrepreneur, as an independent entity. But most of you can't. That's the reality situation. Hate to be the doom and gloom guy, but most of y'all are not going to do what it's going to take to run and sustain your own musical career. That's just not reality. You're not going to call DJs. You're not going to maintain relationships with the program directors. You're not going to maintain relationships with the Spotifys and the Apples and the record reps.
Maybe you're just a great artist. You don't want to be a CEO. Everybody's not a CEO.
I've ran across
entrepreneur, businessman.
I've ran across only a handful of artists who's like, bro, I'm just an artist, bro. I don't. Shout out to my dude, Buddy. You know what I'm saying? He's going through that right now too. I just met with him and his new team that he has, which is dope. But he was like, Hed, I didn't learn. Like I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I was in the system. He was signed to Columbia. Mm-hmm. He's an independent artist. And he was like, bro, like, you know, we had real nigga conversation. He's like, I fucked up. Because I didn't get in, when I didn't learn while I was there, I was just being an artist. And now he gets to run his own program, but it's like he has to build that from scratch. Mm-hmm. That's not easy to do. That's why I always push back on, shout out to LaRussell. I just had a conversation with LaRussell yesterday about this. And he was like, bro, I didn't know. Like, I was ignorant. I'm preaching all this shit, and I don't fully understand it. Like, I was angry, and I felt entitled. Like, the industry owed me something just because I'm good or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, bro, I think that there's so many different voices and platforms out here for people who don't know what the fuck they're doing to spew their ignorance. And that's what's tainting the pool. That's what I think. So to JD's point, I'm just saying, all the independent artists still want the other stuff that the major label artists have. Even Nip. This is a conversation I had with Nip about Victory Lap when he went and added Last Time That I Checked. Because I was like, you don't got no slaps. You know what I'm saying? He played me Victory Lap. He played me Victory Lap. And I'll give you the footage. You could put it. But he played me Victory Lap, and I'm like, something's missing. He's like, what? I said, you don't have a record. What's the record? He's like, it's a beautiful album, but something is missing, bro. Like, you gonna turn the album, you gonna run the album like this? How do you let me, I'm your bro, I can't participate in your album with my platform? Give me something to participate.
Had he had to deal with Atlantic yet? Or?
No, this is Victory Lap is about to get mixed.
Got you.
It's done. He played.
He has to deal already. He has to deal with Atlantic.
Yeah, this is the summer before Victory Lap came out.
Yep.
So, shout out to the homies. You know, Mike and Keys and the homies. That was the last record they added to Victory Lap. Was Last Time I Checked.
Oh, they hadn't had it. They had to record it. They hadn't even had the record done.
The record was not done. He went and recorded that because of our conversation. That's all facts. Oh. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that, like I'm the same. I'm just saying that sometimes when
platinum song,
this multi-platinum
song.
Sometimes when you have these, like Nip was anti at one point, anti-industry, anti-establishment, anti-radio. He came up with the Proud to Pay campaign, and I'm like, and I mean, this is a candid conversation. I don't, want to regurgitate our conversations verbatim, but I'm like, bro, if I want to fuck with you, let me fuck with you. Don't be anti just for the sake of being anti. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like if you run both, if you run a t-shirt spot and somebody from the other hood come in and they want to spend money at your t-shirt spot, let me spend my money with you.
Oh man, look, god damn.
Like let me spend money with you. So if I'm your homie or if I'm the industry and I want to participate in your business, let me participate.
Don't close that door.
Yeah, for what?
Yeah.
So then when did he come back and say, okay, I got one.
2 weeks. He said I fucked the mood up in the studio, obviously,
because they were playing a finished album in their minds, right?
Shocking.
And he said he was rolling his blunt, and he was just like, bro, like I was leaving. Me and Silas was gonna leave because it was the mood, the vibe was killed. I fucked it up, whatever. And he was standing by the stairs, and he was rolling his. He walked out. He's rolling his blunt, and I was like, well, shit, I'll see y'all in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like we out, whatever. So we leaving, because I've been going back and forth to the studio that whole summer, just fucking with him and trying to give him, like, do creative things or whatever. Him, my Keys, my guy Mars. And he was like, he was like, oh, Hed, check it out. I'm like, fuck, he finna uninvite me. And so I went over to him, like, what's up, bro? He's like, hey, bro. He was just rolling his blunt. He was like, you be saying wild shit to niggas. He's like, I said, I was like, he was like, yeah. He said, I watch you say wild shit to niggas all the time, and you finally said some wild shit to me. And he was like, he's like, but you know why they fuck with you though? You know how niggas fuck with you? I'm like, why? He said, because your intentions is pure, bro. He's like, that's why I fuck with you. He's like, give me 2 weeks. I said, all right.
Wow.
And so I left. 2 weeks later, he texted me. He said, I got one. I made one for you. I said, send it to me. He said, I'm going to put YG on it, then I'm going to send it to you. That was a Thursday.
I was going to ask, how did YG get involved with the record and stuff?
That's why YG got the last verse.
Wow. Smash song, too. The other thing we never talked about a couple weeks ago was, did you know that Hed had
him
credit
producing
on
a Nipsey Hussle Jay-Z record?
Jay-Z?
What's going on with that?
Happen?
Yeah. That's a sleeper.
How did that happen?
So the song is
What It Feels Like.
What It Feels Like with Nipsey and
Off
Jay-Z.
the soundtrack, right?
Posthumous Nipsey Hussle Jay-Z collaboration.
Yeah, off of the
Black Messiah.
Judas and the Black Messiah
Judas
soundtrack.
and the Black Messiah.
Shout to Archie Davis and the whole team. Shout to Rams 1500 or nothing.
And James Samuel.
Yep. So if you go to the credits,
and this is because people spelling DJ Hed with an A. He got mad. He's like, let me tell you who I am. He said it on our group text.
It's on title because you can't really see, but
even when you search on Gemini, on Google Gemini, credits as producers, Rance, Mike and Keys, 1500 or nothing, and DJ Hed.
Woo!
Yeah. This is what it feels like. I go to the studio. And Rance is like, we just chopping it up. We just going over some stuff, and we go to the studio, and he was like, "Yo, we working on something, bro. Like, I want you to like fuck with it." I'm like, "What?" And so he plays me the record. Like, this is months before the world heard What It Feels Like, and I'm like, "What is this?" He's like, "Bro, Hove finally, did the fuck with Nip. We gonna put it out. It's coming out on the soundtrack." I'm like, I just lost it. I was like, this is just crazy. Like, because if you know Nip, that's all he ever wanted was to do something with Hove. That was one of his bucket lists.
Hove was supposed to be on the Rap Niggas remix.
Correct. That's true. Yeah. So I was like, damn, this is going to be a moment. He was like, yeah, bro, like, I'm going to send you the stems. I want you to, like, cut. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, I just want you to just like do some, I want to add some scratching to the hook. So when you listen to the record, that's me scratching.
Oh, so you actually DJ'd on the song.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you get production credit for that. That's me on What It Feels. And this is What It Feels Like. It comes on, and then you hear the little scratches. That's me. So I got the stems. I actually, yeah, there it is. I actually, I ain't gonna say where I recorded that, but I was like,
Toronto.
Nah, I was actually on the radio.
Oh wow!
Mixing for the were you playing the song?
I recorded the scratches for this
in the radio studio.
No, I'm not saying that.
Because you wouldn't do something. You don't
work there no more.
But
allegedly,
hypothetically,
I
was somewhere.
You sent bootleg cats to the bodega.
So look, so in radio, when you do radio, you have what's called a stop block, which is where the commercials play. It's like about 8 minutes.
You did
long.
it during your show. So, you pressed for time, my nigga. God damn.
So I was like,
Scratch.
Quick zugga.
But yeah. That was.
So you didn't feed Hove the Scorpion Bricks line and all that?
Nah, I didn't have nothing to do with the verse. Whole verse was already done when I got the stems for it. I did the vocals for it. They gave me Nip's voice, acapella, and they gave me the record, and they gave me, it was like 3 versions of the record that I had, and I put it, like, mixed it together and cut it up. And,
DJ Premier type of thing, man.
So yeah. What It Feels Like.
So filter that bass line like 40.
We won a BT award for that record.
Woo,
let's go.
That's black.
I'm award winning. You know what I'm saying?
You have an award?
I'm an award winning. Well, no, because you get an award if you're part of the record.
Okay.
And they say they only know you from.
Yeah, I just got here. I just got here 6 months ago. When did this song come out?
2021.
Yeah. Yep. Shout out to released February 12th. Yeah, that was a big moment. I was really proud of that. And I mean, I don't advertise it like that, but I'm just saying, like, I am proud of it.
No, that's huge.
I am proud of it because that was like a huge thing for Nip. And then there was some controversy that came around that we had, when I was on the radio, but that since has passed.
To play the song?
Nah, there was some back and forth around the record because my brand is not too. I'm not the one that leaks stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so,
if you play it early?
Yeah, I'm not the guy that like, I got the exclusive. Nigga, I'm on the record.
I did the record, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I could have been played it.
Yeah, like.
Oh, so you played it first and everybody got mad that you played it first?
Nah.
Like,
I wasn't the first person to play it.
Oh, so you're saying the other. Okay, got it. Yeah. Radio World.
But I'm like, I don't have to play it first. I'm on the record.
Yeah.
Go ahead and run it up, champ. Appreciate you.
It was on Mediabase.
Yeah.
I taught somebody about Mediabase yesterday.
See?
Disseminating information.
See? And it's easy to register your songs for Mediabase. It's not difficult.
Yeah.
But what'd you teach them?
Well, I didn't have all the info, but what I said was they got their song played on the radio, and I asked them if it was, and they're like, "What's the next?"
Who played
move?
their song on radio?
It was.
I don't like this.
It was on Brown Bag, on your opposing station. But they played his song on the radio, and he asked what to do next, and I was like, see if it's registered first, and he's like, well, I don't think it's registered. I was like, okay, go to Mediabase and register your song, because then it'll count the spins towards your song, and then you'll be able to see the data as to where else it
Champ.
gets
Did you
played.
say champ at the end?
I didn't say champ, and I didn't say West Coast afterwards.
You radio people got to stop doing this to artists. Just stop doing that to artists.
But I do also think that in the moment, if it's like a one-off spin, it could still help, like if you utilize it for your promotion.
I agree with you.
Yeah. But I also agree,
Let them know, though. Just let them know.
Like I'm about to play your record. You should make sure you're registered in Mediabase going forward.
Or tell them after. Because it's still, you can still
explain it again. People may not know.
It will still
what's
detect
important about
after
that,
the fact.
if they
Because
haven't-
Mediabase is what tracks your spins on the radio. And so without that, you have zeros because the song doesn't exist.
So they didn't really play it.
But you can do it not posthumously, but after it gets
You can do it after the fact.
Okay.
I forgot what the grace period is, but you can do it after because it still reports the detection.
Okay.
Because Mediabase has this portal where anybody can go and you can you sign up, obviously, and then you upload your song. As long as you own the actual song, you upload the song, and that way it encodes it. So when it detects it on any radio frequency in the country or the world or whatever, it'll detect it and give you points. And it'll be like, yo, your song. And then that's how you can go to your prospective, publishing or whatever. Like there's a thing called royalties and there's mechanical royalties. You can go back and collect on those things. Radio doesn't pay you shit. It's like one spin gives you like a fraction of a penny, like to the third or something like that. But
establish yourself.
If people are playing your record, like you want to have a record of that and you want to get paid, like, and you want to be able to go into a label and say, hey, Brown Bag played my record.
You have real data.
Times.
You can get real data. Yeah.
Because if they played that record 60 times, which has happened to me before on the radio with one of the homies from LA, we playing your record 30 times a week and it's not registered and it doesn't exist anywhere. You're fucked.
Got nothing to show for
Yeah.
it.
Load your songs to Mediabase, man.
Yeah. We need the Mediabase sponsor. I don't know if they do sponsorships.
Doubt that's gonna happen.
Did you ever have any convos with Hove about Nipsey, like around the time that he bought the 1,000 albums for
yeah, we helped make that
albums?
happen. B&B Rap Radar. I don't know if people know this story, but he was wanted us to write about this idea of selling the album, and then B-Dot was like, well, it feels like an ad if we just write that. B-Dot was like, yo, you should write something explaining what you're trying to do, what the purpose is. And Nip did that, and then B-Dot put it up, and then Jay read it, and then Jay was on like, how can I support this? And then I plugged everybody together, and that's how they made their connection. And, Nip was with Roc Nation at the end. It wasn't officially announced, but, they built a great rapport from that moment on.
That's great. So he wrote almost like an editorial piece about
exactly. And Jay read it, and Jay was like, "I get what he's doing."
Wow.
And he ordered. I think he ordered 100. I forget
it.
the
It was
number.
like 100. No, maybe 1,000 at 100.
1,000 at 100. Yeah, I forget the exact number, but that's how it all began. That's how I built a relationship. Further built a relationship with Nipsey. Me and B-Dot, how him and Jay built a relationship. That was the beginning. And Nip always gave us credit too.
100 copies. 100
copies. Yeah. Proud to pay, man. That was the beginning.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that and just being like, this is such a innovative idea to sell the album for. Because at first you look at it and you're like, oh, okay, like you're selling an album for $100. It's more like some people might be like, that's a gimmick, or nobody's gonna buy it. But he really proved like what
culture.
Music is worth. Yeah, and culture.
And it was good.
Yeah,
the album was good. The Apostle. The Quartet.
Shout out to Garrett.
What's Garrett? Who's Garrett?
I'm fucking with you.
What is Garrett?
I can't see.
My nigga, you look just like my homie Garrett from Interscope.
Oh, for real?
Oh, you look dead ass like
seriously?
I'm talking about like dead. That's why Lisa's laughing.
Garrett was in the office the other day.
That's why Lisa.
Yeah.
I gotta meet this guy. What they say?
Like
a doppelganger? What the fuck they say?
Doppelgänger.
You
Doppelgänger?
look just like Garrett in this photo.
Garrett?
Yeah.
He's a legendary
it.
industry veteran.
Shout out to
He
Garrett.
works with a South Coast Music Group now with Arnold and the baby.
Hit him up.
Yeah, he said he watches the show too.
I got to hit him up.
Yeah,
Shout out
shout out
Garrett, man.
Garrett.
You gotta
His name is
link up,
Garrett-
man.
His name is Garrett Williams.
Garrett Williams. I'm Elliott Wilson. There we go. We would sit in class. I would sit behind him in class.
She laughed.
Yeah.
Williams, Wilson.
Yeah, we talked about if our order of where we would sit in a classroom, and
Oh shit!
Oh, there he is. All right, homie.
yeah, then
go.
go.
My cousin.
gotta
I'm
go
my light-skinned
shout
cousin. I gotta call my mama. Berta.
Yes, yes.
Look at CT stepping up because Alex isn't here.
See,
Hey, he pulled that shit up fast.
Wow. That's
Wow.
funny.
Garrett Wilson.
That's funny.
That's
Garrett
cool.
Williams.
Gang. I feel protected.
but Wilson
He lives in the
with
West
that.
Coast. He lives out here.
Yeah, he from LA.
Okay, so I feel protected
LA
now.
native.
I got backup now.
But look at that shit.
Now I go to clubs in LA. I'll
Somebody-
be like, that's not me. That's
You
that
guys
nigga
might have to
Garrett.
talk
That's
to
why as soon as I
somebody.
saw that photo, I was like, shout out to my nigga Garrett.
I'm looking behind. I'm like, who's Garrett in the photo?
Now, honestly, that's twin. That
My
picture
treacherous twin.
specifically,
I like
even
that.
the facial.
Again, you never know what's gonna happen in this goddamn show, man. Of course, we prepped this.
That's why at least our laughing so hard, bro.
She knew.
She know, yeah.
He actually, because he was in here with the baby the other day, and we were talking about the Shenseea thing. And he was
Shenseea.
telling Shensea's publicist, she had no idea why we were so adamant about getting her on the carpet. And we told her, we're holding for the next 20 minutes. We're not doing another interview. And she's like, really? Like, she's like, shit, like you. Like,
She knew like an
Shenseea-
A-lister out the gate, right?
like,
Ultimate A-lister.
She's like, okay, like Shenseea, she's down already. And then she said she was getting heated a little bit because Shenseea had to go inside and she was already running late. She had already done too many interviews. She's like, I can't leave these guys. They said they were holding for 20 minutes for Shenseea. You got to do this interview.
love
here.
it, man.
And then
Shout out
she didn't realize
Shenseea.
what happened until afterwards when he told her. And so, yeah. that-
Shout out Shenseea.
Shenseea,
yeah,
man.
shout out to
Him
Shenseea.
hit me.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like?
Because Zoe's taken.
I don't like the fact that Shenseea be going through shit, bro. And she need a real nigga.
How you know
And
she
you're,
be
and
going
you're
through shit?
available. You're around.
Huh?
How you know she be going through
She
shit?
tweets about it.
She does,
Really?
yeah.
She always tweeting about how brokenhearted she is and all kind of
Damn.
shit. Like, what are you niggas doing to Shenseea?
Yeah. The universe is aligning. It's
What are
your
you
time to
niggas
heal.
doing to Shenseea?
Bro, like, you know, Jamaica, what, 12-hour flight?
Well, she out here in the
That's all right.
States, right? She gotta be out here. She gotta be in LA.
Hey, bro, I'm just saying, hit me. We figure it out.
Oh, last thing on Nip while we're here. Marathon Burger opening. You were
DJ Hed
there,
was in the
right?
building, I
Yeah,
saw.
Yeah. How was the
How's that burger, champ?
The burger's fire, but the burger been good, though. I eat the vegan burger, and I like it because it's not like hella soy thing. It's like they have like rice and anyway, it's a nice vegan burger. But
Oh, break it down. That's the thing. That's Black Sam is very proud of these burgers, man.
Yeah, they was eating burgers for like 2 months straight, just trying to figure out the recipe.
testing it out?
Hey, the homie, I met the homie Marathon John when they went back before they opened. He was like, you know, kind of portly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Marathon John. Then I seen him at the grand opening, and he was all like, he's like, yeah, Hed, I'm back. I'm like, yeah, bro, you are, bro.
You
You
had to eat
crazy.
burgers for 4
He's like, he's eating burgers for
Was
like
gaining weight eating these burgers?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Black Sam and the whole family over there, bro. Like, I thought it was dope. Everybody pulled up too. Absol, YG.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw
Big
Italy
Boy,
Chopper,
Bootleg
Big
Kev.
Boy. Yeah. Chopper pulled up. Shout out to India Love and like a bunch of the homies really pulled up and galvanized and rallied around it. And I thought it was dope. Also, sidebar. I like how I want to give Black Sam his flowers too, because Sam is not a public facing guy. He is not. He don't like none of this shit.
Yeah.
He don't fuck with it. He don't even have social media. Like,
Mhm.
he don't fuck with this shit. But I like that he's taken more of a leadership role
Yeah.
from a front face, being a face
Went
of
on
the
a
brand.
crazy press run, yeah.
And
of
shout out to
great
Brittany
interviews.
Bell too. Brittany Bell has a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the press.
Publicist, right?
Yeah, shout out to Brittany.
Shout out to Brittany. But I like that Sam is like embracing his uncomfortability in it. You know what I'm saying? He don't prior to Victory Lap coming out, you couldn't get a picture with Sam.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. Just you take it with bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Take the
Always in the shadows, always in the back.
always in the background. He don't like cameras. He don't do it. And so him doing a complete 180 and embracing, you know, who he is and the legacy and everything and really putting on for his brother like that, I want to give him his props because
Absolutely.
I know that he don't like this shit at all.
Yeah. It's a challenge.
Yeah.
Shout out to Black
So,
Sam.
but shout out to Marathon Burger, man. Go get y'all a burger. Oh, the Tiger Shrimp. go crazy.
Tiger shrimp?
Elise loves that.
Bro, like, what? We finna order some that shit right now.
Yeah, shout out to
The
Marathon
tiger
Burger.
shrimp go crazy. I'm gonna call my dude Casey, tell him bring us some tiger shrimp.
Elise said order 2 if you're ordering. Hey, Elliot, you excited for the new Playboi Carti album? It keeps getting delayed. I know you're disappointed every time you see it, but
There's no album, Jeremy. Why do you?
Well,
Even
he's-
academics said he can't prove there's an album at this point.
he said he has maybe an Imagine Dragons feature. Did that get you more excited?
I do not care, man. I would explain to you, man.
Is that the right one?
Yeah.
Shout out to
Believer.
Shout out, yeah.
I think
yeah.
Playboi Carti is. I'll give you a segue. I think Playboi Carti should quit rap
Damn.
And do
and become Travis Scott's
Wrestling.
valet. Like, what was those?
It's called a valet.
Valet. It's valet.
It's
He can
valet?
be Travis when Travis Scott becomes a full blown wrestler, which he's on the verge of.
Valet.
He's injuring people.
Valet.
Valet.
Vallejo. Valet. Playboi Carti could be Travis Scott's valet, and they could come out to the Lil Fiend record and all that, and it could be exciting.
You know
man.
what? I like this Travis Scott in WWE.
I was gonna. You like this?
Let me tell you why. If we can get Travis Scott to understand that wrestling is not real, that would be amazing. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
punching people.
He already hurt Corey Rhodes, right? Is that true that he hurt Corey Rhodes?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes,
Cody
my
Rhodes is
bad.
a whole goddamn legend.
He's the guy.
Son
right
of
now.
Dusty Rhodes. That's right.
He's the number one guy.
He is the WWE champion,
Yes, he is.
Cody
Son of
Rhodes.
Dusty.
and he injured him. Yes,
Because he hit the smack at the
Broke his
end.
eardrum. or
I
something.
have okay. As a wrestling fan, I have 3 Travis Scott critiques.
Let's go.
Okay.
Fuck the John Cena heel turn. Let's talk about Travis.
Fuck the John Cena heel. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't care. Sidebar: Elimination Chamber in Toronto, Canada. Best match of the year so far. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Anyway,
I heard Triple H say that too. That's okay.
no,
Yeah.
top tier tacticians, top tier wrestling. They hit their spots. It was fire wrestling match.
Shout out to them.
But Travis Scott, I have 3 critiques for Travis.
His act was egregious.
When it comes to wrestling. Bro, wrestling's not real. Okay? I don't know if they didn't let the cat out of the bag. This new Triple H era, like they cameras is in Gorilla's the backstage area. Cameras are everywhere. Rock is doing press conferences about his character after he does the character on TV. Like, it's not real, bro. Stop punching and slapping niggas. You know what I'm saying?
watching
Damn
a
it, the
movie.
next
You know
eardrums.
you know what I'm saying? Second critique.
Why do you have jeans on it? Burning sage.
Yo, what?
No, he can have jeans on. Second critique, Travis.
This is educational.
We need to figure out a new entrance. Your entrance the entrance at Elimination Chamber was terrible.
They use Fiend.
But he came out with a seltzer.
He's sipping his cacti. He's trying to sell his
Cactus Jack.
product.
Cacti.
But I mean,
That little seltzer he's pitching. Cacti.
he literally sipped it 97 times within 30 seconds.
He was nervous.
that was the minimum that he
Perfect.
needed for the sponsorship.
Third critique, don't be nervous. We can see that shit.
Yeah, he was nervous.
He was nervous as fuck.
He should be.
He should, bro.
But don't you think that I grew
Elliot
up...
Wilson.
Okay, go ahead. I have something to say about this.
Elliot Wilson. This was in Toronto, Canada, at one of their biggest venues. Travis Scott by himself on stage has done more people than this. Numerous times.
But in his comfort zone.
He's done way more people there. To the sounds of Fiend.
I'm just saying, bro, you're a rock star. You're there. You're one of the
If
top
he saw
guys.
Drake in the crowd, he got nervous. He saw Drake. He saw the boy, Ibaka.
That's not
The
why
boy
he
and
got nervous.
Ibaka and Yachty eating a glizzy. A glizzy in front of Drizzy. Yachty had a glizzy in front of Drizzy. And he saw Yachty pull a glizzy out in front of Drizzy, and he got nervous.
Because they might have some tension. Somebody asked a question. It was the headline was, "What is Drake doing at the WWE elimination
What is he
match?"
doing?
And then the answer could be watching the WWE elimination match. I don't know in Toronto.
Well, I love how they were treating Yachty not Yachty. Travis like he's the biggest rapper star of the world, and Drake's right in the crowd. Like they didn't even acknowledge him. They didn't even announce him, right?
Travis has a deal with WWE.
Yes, I'm saying. So he's actually training to wrestle.
That's
They're
what he
building
said.
it up.
That's
But
what
you
he
don't think he's ready. From what you're saying, you feel like he's
Oh no, he gonna get in there and hurt
he's
somebody.
not ready. He's gonna hurt somebody.
Or somebody gonna hurt him.
Because he does not. So he didn't know. So the whole point where he's like, I'm gonna get a smack in. He doesn't know like a professional wrestler how to kind of pull your punch back. He really just went for it,
Yeah, it's
like a
called-
novice.
It's called selling.
selling.
He oversold.
He oversold.
Yeah.
He oversold.
So
Fucking
then
Cody up.
because then Cody's gonna really
I
hurt him.
saw when he hit
So
Cody.
then
I'm
Cody's
like,
gonna really hurt him.
Damn, he hit the shit out of Cody. Why he hit Cody like that?
I think they said he broke his eardrum and like minor concussion or something crazy.
Like, he slapped the shit out of Cody for no reason.
So
It was like the spot was already done.
So when
Black
wrestlers,
eye, you got a black
so
eye.
the old pedigree is that what wrestlers do. Then if you do that, let me show you what this is really like.
Well, here's the thing.
And
So-
Cody can really hurt that boy, obviously.
So the thing is, in the wrestling community, they've always embraced hip hop, which I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Even that there was a whole spot where John Cena was a rapper, right? There was a whole stint,
Thugonomics,
a whole stint of this.
Can't see me.
Actually, John Cena's a platinum rapper.
Facts.
right?
Put some respect on it.
Made records with MOP and all that too, right?
Yeah, he's a real hip hop head. But like he
So
like
more
he,
shocking than John Cena's heel turn
No.
to you was Travis striking Cody.
well, that wasn't the bad. That was the worst part of this segment. The other part of this segment, the critique I have, is Travis almost fucked the spot up. A spot in wrestling terms is you hit the spot, meaning we have worked out these specific moments.
Where you stand.
No, these moments. We have worked out these moments that are going to happen throughout the course. All right. The spot one is you go to the turnbuckle, you climb to the top, you hit the moonsault, I'm going to kick out. Spot two is another part during the match, I'm going to hit you in the back with the chair, you take the chair, you kick me with it. Spot three is you slap the shit out of Cody Rhodes, right? Those are called spots, moments, right? He almost fucked the spot up because he's overselling and he's picking Cody up, right? And he grabs Cody by his neck and lifts him up. So now and John Cena's holding his legs because he knows the spot. Rock is gonna whip him with the belt. That's been it's a callback to a previous spot where Rock has beat Cody with the belt.
And put the blood in the belt.
And put the blood on the belt.
Yeah.
So Cena's holding Cody's feet. Travis grabs Cody Rhodes' neck and is bending him backwards over his own spine, right? And Cena has to grab him and push him down for the spot.
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
He's supposed to be flat.
he's supposed to be flat.
Rock about to whoop his ass with the belt.
Yeah, he fucked the spot up.
He was nervous.
Travis,
Fiend.
he doesn't
Okay, I'm
need
not
another
saying-
loss.
No, I'm not.
Fiend.
It's-
I'm not
Dad.
critiquing Travis because I know
You critiqued him thoroughly throughout this whole
Let
segment.
me finish my sentence.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
I'm not critiquing Travis. I know from the landscape that I know he's not a professional wrestler, so he doesn't do this every day, all day for a living. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like you can really hurt somebody in this shit by not knowing what you're doing.
So here's the question I have then. Again, because I know wrestling history. I'm not a modern day fan like yourself. We obviously have to say, when Hulk Hogan turned heel, that was a major heel turn. This is supposed to
Turning heel means bad guy.
turn
Shaq.
bad. An ultimate good guy turns bad and shocks the crowd. John Cena's been a good guy for what, 20 years or so? As the main
Whole
character
career.
once he became a star. No, early he's a bad guy, but before he became a star.
Definitely a crazy.
Once he
run.
became a star,
10 years as a top guy.
he's been a long-term baby face, as they say, right?
He's never been heel in his
And
career.
they've always wanted him to try to maybe do it. It's been talk of it. He's never done it. So he finally does it. Does it take away? Why is Travis Scott in the actual ring during this? Couldn't he have come in after or something? Like, why do we have... Now when you see the images, he's just such a constant of this wrestling moment that's so historic. Hip-hop's always gotten a good look, but is that too much of a look for
No.
hip-hop?
Because this is some more kayfabe. Kayfabe means wrestling world, like folklore. In real life, Travis Scott is the hardcore champion.
Of WWE.
In WWE.
Wait, what do you mean?
When did that happen?
Wait,
What was
What are
that?
we talking about? Travis Scott?
Cough that belt up. Where did he get that?
Triple H at Complex Con, when I was there, Triple H gave that belt.
So he didn't win the belt in the ring. He just was given the belt.
He was given a belt. Because listen, so this is what happened.
So him and The Rock are
Let
running around
me
with fake belts and shit?
Let me
The
explain.
fuck's going on?
Let me explain.
You can just give niggas belts now? That's how you like wrestling in 2025?
Let me explain.
All right.
When Vince McMahon wanted to make more money, wrestling went PG. That's when you got rid of the girls in bikinis matches. That's when you got John Cena. They call him the Fruity Pebble Man because he wore the colorful shirts. All the kids in the crowd got the orange and the pink shirts, and it went PG. Their rating on television was PG. No more blood. No more.
I hated that era.
No more.
That's when I checked out.
So Attitude Era was the era we loved. It was obscene. It was titties. It was all kind of shit going on.
DX, Degeneration X.
Yeah,
This shit.
right. Then they went, but they had to get a younger audience, so they went PG, meaning that the whole company on television has to be rated PG.
No blood, none of that.
No blood, no obscenities, no cursing. PG.
Sexual innuendo.
None of that. Innuendo.
PG, man.
Yeah.
Innuendo.
So the hardcore championship in its inception is a hardcore championship, meaning that you have to defend it 24/7. You could be at your hotel room, at a restaurant, and it's hard.
Didn't Peter Rosenberg win the hardcore title at one time?
I think so, yeah. But the
Shout out Peter
hardcore
Rosenberg.
meaning it's no holds barred, false count anywhere, no disqualification.
Right
If
here.
I beat you up and I pin you or
Anywhere.
I submit you or
Anywhere.
you knocked
So you
out,
can't even sleep. At
No.
any point in time,
No.
the title could
that's
be
what the
taken.
hardcore champ. But it went away because we have a PG rating. I can't hit you over the head with shit. That's why you'll never see a chair shot to the head anymore. That's just fundamental wrestling regulation. It's always back
Even if
shots.
they put their hand up?
Pause. If they put the hand up, you can't take a chair to the head though.
Straight to the head.
Because CTE and like the whole shit, right? Look that shit up. So the hardcore championship went away with the rating being PG.
Yep.
Now that Triple H is taking over and they've gone to the streaming era, they don't have to create a PG product no more because it's not on broadcast
That's
television.
why Cody told Rocco, fuck yourself.
Correct. Now
Netflix.
now that we can go back to the hardcore championship at Complex Con, Triple H gave Travis Scott the hardcore championship.
I don't see the correlation there. How does that go?
He just reintroduced the belt. He just reintroduced the title. So now it's up. Now it's it's called canon. Now it's canon.
So you can see Travis really becoming a wrestler that's defending the hardcore title.
No. Somebody's gonna get the hardcore championship, but what better way to integrate Travis into the fold, but then to gift him a belt that didn't exist. Now it exists.
Well, it seems like
now
this-
it's something that they can compete for.
But it seems like they're setting up a tag match at least with The Rock pairing up
No.
with Travis against somebody.
No.
You don't see that happening.
No. Mania, WrestleMania.
Because of his off key performance
No,
at the
it's Travis not a wrestler. He's more
he's training though. I heard he's in training.
Okay. Well, all right, we'll see. He's not gonna wrestle at WrestleMania.
I didn't say that. And I don't know if you'd be ready by
Oh
then.
yeah, not ready. But my point is, Mania's coming up. They need spots. Travis is now in the fold. I'm sure he'll be there. I'm sure he'll have some sort of involvement, right? Just like other artists and rappers. Snoop has been the host of WrestleMania before. Like they always involve hip hop in.
But being in the ring during this ultimate heel turn, I thought was a big step though.
It was a huge moment. Huge moment.
Yeah.
But I think what they're doing is, so it's, you know what a stable is?
Mhm.
They're setting up a stable, which is like a crew or a clique.
Yeah.
And now
These
Rock,
wrestlers.
Rock has
Why
his
did
clique.
nobody come out and help Cody? Why nobody ran down the ramp and helped Cody out here? Cody ain't got no friends. If
I
I
don't
was,
write the
if I was a
scripts.
champion, I have a lot of backup. I ain't got no backup.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
write
Everybody
they
just
weren't-
beat my ass. I'm the champ.
No, that happens. Sometimes you're on top and then 20 people come at
20v1
you
against Cody on
Yeah.
the thing, man.
No.
Hey, speaking of PG, Lang, Kendrick Lamar's
gonna land that. He
comedy
had to.
movie, according to reports, is called Whitney Springs. Out July 11th
Get your
on
popcorn
Paramount
ready.
Plus. This is the plot line so far that we know of. A black man interning as a slave reenactor at a living history museum finds out that his white girlfriend's ancestors once owned his. Directed by Trey Parker, the creator of South Park, and starring Kendrick Lamar himself. Do we have predictions, early feelings about the
Wait,
plot?
one more time. What is the premise of this incredible film? One more time.
All right.
It sounds like a bigger picture fucking group outing
Oh,
to go watch this.
maybe
together.
that's our first time in a theater together.
Live
Okay.
screening.
A black man interning
A black man interning,
as a slave reenactor
a slave reenactor. Okay.
at a living history museum
God, this sounds spooky.
finds out that his white girlfriend's ancestors once owned his.
Whew.
Sounds
And this stars Kendrick Lamar.
starring Kendrick Lamar, Chloe East,
This
and
summer?
Celeste Octavia. This is July 11th. A lot of people mixed reactions on this. People
And it's from the guy from
feeling
South Park,
nervous.
right? Give
yeah.
context there. Who's that guy? What's his name? man?
Trey Parker.
Parker.
So
Trey
yeah,
Parker.
creator.
So
of South
the
Park.
goal is to be funny. I'm assuming.
Assuming it should be a comedy with South Park's involvement, a commentary of some sort as well. But how do you feel about the plot? Kendrick acting.
Will it be funnier than Conan O'Brien?
Stay on stream.
Oh God. Here
Have,
we go
have you heard
again.
anything that you can't share?
I hear all kind of stuff. I have eardrums. The eardrums replay the vibrations that come into my ear.
What
and I
comes
hear
to
shit.
mind
Until Travis Scott comes in. Boom.
when you hear the premise? What comes to your mind? There, it just seems like this.
It's on brand.
It's a good plot.
I'm a little nervous about it, but I feel like South
Wait, how's
Park
it on
always
brand?
comes through with. You know,
How's it on brand?
it's about our lineage.
Mm.
Does Whitney Springs have to do with anything with an homage to Whitney?
I don't know.
Oh wow, Whitney. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I don't know.
interesting.
But all right, yeah, I'm curious. We could see it together. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see
And
Kendrick as an actor.
that leak out, was the information supposed to be more on the low?
I don't know. It does feel
Did it
like
pop
it was
out
a
a
little
little
bit of an early leak.
And shout out PG Lane, 5 years. Dave Reed
Yeah.
said 5 years since PG Lane launched.
Yeah.
How did you celebrate the 5th year anniversary of PG Lane?
It's a text.
Good job, champs.
Yo, congrats, King. On
Yo,
the 5
yo,
years.
5.
5, just
Five
maybe
on it.
Yeah.
5 on it, champ.
No.
5 more? Did you just say 5 more?
5 more.
5 plus 5.
And when does the Kendrick tour start? So that's July, and the tour starts when? June, May? It's a dot era summer.
It starts April 19th in
Oh, no, already
Minneapolis,
started.
Minnesota.
It's about to start now. Jeez.
Hey man, it's gonna be a long 3-4 years for you niggas.
I will say Nokia hasn't been able to, I haven't listened to it, like I haven't clicked play, but I haven't not heard it in my head over the last few days. Like it just keeps like, I see all the
It's
clips
haunting
now.
you. Shouldn't Meet the Grams. It's
start calling
haunting
my
you.
phone.
What if you play Meet the Grams and Nokia back to back?
You
Just kept
can't.
playing it.
That's
It's haunting
that's
you. Nokia might be
chaos.
haunting you.
Nokia might be haunting me.
Who's calling my phone?
Who's calling my phone?
You should
Yeah.
not play that back to back.
No, it's gonna do disturbing things to your
No,
mind.
it's just
If I go to a party,
DJ
DJ Hed
said
is
it's not.
DJing.
oh,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
If I come up, DJ Hed is DJing his function, I'm at the function. Would you take a request of Nokia? Can you play
No,
Nokia?
I'm going to what, Europe next week. So I play it.
You going to Europe next week?
Yeah, I play it.
You gonna be here for this fucking show?
Yeah, I'm a remote in.
See,
Is that on schedule?
it's on. You'll literally be on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know the
You're gonna
reaction.
play Nokia overseas.
Yes.
So you wouldn't play it in America.
I mean, yeah, but I want to play it where the people are that are receiving it.
Are you gonna play the full record? Or are you gonna just play a minute or so of it? Are you gonna bring it back and forth? Is there? Do you have a mixed strategy already going into the record?
No, I don't even know.
Is there a favorite part you have?
Play a snippet real quick.
I think it's gonna become a top 5 song. I know they have the people
So it's
clipping
just a
it
slow
too.
start.
And Lotto's giving a big campaign for it. She's like, she
Lotto
likes the
campaign
song.
is crazy.
Skip to the middle.
So Jerry,
You want the
Skip
oh,
to
you
the
want homeboy? You want homeboy to break
Skip
down
to the middle.
the
This
baby
part.
girl part? You gonna do the baby
who is
girl
the
part?
baby? Who's singing that part?
Isn't
Do
he
you know?
credited? I forget his name.
No, it's just credited as Drake.
No, on the credits. If you look at the
Oh
credits.
yeah.
Oh.
Let me see you do dance. Let me see you
So that's the song to you. So you want to play the non-Drake parts. That's what you want to do.
Play the Drake part. Jesus Christ.
Is that your bestie? Is that your bestie? Gretzky.
What's that like? Are you stop it? It's like
What's that BPM?
They didn't get the Gretzky references. He's a goat. Canadian
Baby
hockey goat.
girl.
it's like 10. It's off. It's like 10. It's like ugh. That shit a off one. It's not
106? Odd number, like 107 or
It's
something?
like 109-ish. It's like
So it should always be an even?
Wait, did you guess 106 or did you see my screen just now?
No, I didn't. I said 106.
It's 106.
There you go.
He's learning.
No, but
You're
I thought
mentoring
no, but then I thought it was
BPM.
an odd number because what he's pointing is like
Yeah, he said it's weird.
It's actually 107.
I think if it was summertime, that song would be an even bigger song. Like that to me feels like a summer hit. But I think it has potential, so I think it's gonna climb. I'm saying maybe a top 5.
And the ladies don't get disparaged in that record.
I like
right?
that it's
No,
tempo.
the
though.
ladies like that one.
I like that it's got some tempo to it. I'll play it while I'm over there.
Yeah.
I just want to play
Which part of Europe are you visiting, my friend?
a couple.
Really? You're on a European tour?
No.
Where did I get the memo? Did he call out? Is he coming next week? What the fuck's going on?
I'll be on the
The
screen.
fuck's going on? You gonna be on a screen? Who approved that shit? Fuck said that's cool. I like my home too. I can stream. You know what I'm saying? Stay on stream.
Should we just do a stream next week? Should we all just be on Zoom?
We didn't get
We
invited
could.
to this European tour.
I didn't get it.
It's not a tour.
You doing more than one stop. I said, where you going?
Hey,
Yeah, so many places.
I just say I said a
Copenhagen,
couple. A couple means
Paris.
two.
Huh?
Are you in a couple with your relationship?
yes,
How many is that?
just me and her.
So it's how many?
But we
Two.
know he's in a
That's two.
relationship. We
Okay,
don't know
so
about
I
your
said-
European
I said a
ethics.
couple. A couple is two.
I ain't see no announcement of DJ Hed European dates in your
There's no
any of your social
European
medias.
dates.
You just said you're going to Europe. Do some dates.
This
And
is
you
how
already
we
have a
find out
plan you're
info
going to
about
be
each
moving.
other.
Did you know he was streaming? Give you streams there next week?
I knew he might be, but I didn't know.
Might
what. I
be.
don't. I didn't know
bitch,
what.
I might.
I
You
didn't
going to
know.
Europe? Or bitch, I might be. Are you going to that?
Jeremy's going too.
Don't see. You just try to fuck with me.
Nah, I'm not going to. Well, look, Tory Lanez is
What's Sal's
releasing
number?
albums
What's
from
Sal's
prison,
number?
and we're streaming from home.
Fuck that. I'm calling out.
Okay, we'll just do a stream. We'll do
Just by
a
yourself.
Zoom stream, and
Zoom
we'll all be
Rory in and
chilling.
shit. Rory can talk to you.
I can I clean that? Well, I don't want to clean it up. I'm not gonna. I stand on what I said, but I do love and respect Rory and Mal's a platform. I've been watching Rory for a long time, so I don't want white on white smoke. We got enough of that with Alabama.
So
and
you only
Bad-
want to
Bad
smoke with the
Baby.
niggas.
No, I don't want smoke with Mal either, but I did.
How you know I was talking about Maul?
Okay, don't do that. You know what I was saying, but that was good. I'll
Got
give
that
you
nigga, chat.
That was good. I'll give you that. That was solid.
I spared
That
you
was-
from will.i.am's wrath.
Yeah. You're like, I'm not jumping in here. Not 2 episodes.
Will.i.am
Hey,
tried
you know
to-
what somebody hit me and said?
What?
It was like, God, Jeremy has it tough up there. Somebody was like, yo, Jeremy be having a rough time up there.
will.i.am is trying to get him to say the N-word.
Legit.
Knucka. Knucka.
The chat was so funny watching it live because they were all like, "Oh my god!" They're like, "Jeremy, don't back out!" And they're like, "Elliott's
told you.
coming to his
So I
defense."
pulled you in right there like wrestling. I
Oh
came
my
against-
gosh.
Nobody saved Cody, but I saved you. Damn it.
I know. My mom texted me. She's like, "I love Elliott. He was in there saving you at the end." I was like, "Yeah,
Moms
he
love us,
came
man.
through."
Damn. Your mom don't fuck with me, huh?
Well, she asks every once in a while. She's like, "He should ease up on you. That's too
So
too
DJ
far.
so
Too
DJ
much."
So DJ Hed is the heel.
She watched the show.
So wait,
She
see-
watches the
every
whole
week.
show. Yeah, every
So
week.
Listen,
Jer-
Mama Hecht.
Oh God, here we go.
Mama Hecht.
Sarah Fleischer. She has a different last
Who said he called by
Oh,
first?
Mama what? What's her
name.
last name?
Fleischer.
Fleischer?
Yeah, Fleischer.
Mama Fleischer. It's not personal, bro. I just, bro.
Bro.
Not bro.
Parental
Like
unit.
I'm bro to
I think
him.
you should address her as
Yeah,
Jeremy's
yeah.
parental unit.
No, I'm talking bro. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
personal with bro. Is what I'm saying. It's not personal with bro. It's just we have fun. I like to antagonize my white friends because, there's been some atrocities committed to my people. So I like to try to.
This is reparations. I'm
try to-
Canadian though. It wasn't directly
Let him-
from.
let him-
No,
my-
there was a port in Canada.
There was, but I'm just saying. All right, okay.
Let us
Continue.
speak to your mama.
Sorry. Continue, Sarah. You're good. Okay.
Mama Fleischer. It's not personal with bro. It's just, there's atrocities been committed against my people, and I enjoy making my white friends uncomfortable to a certain threshold. You know what I'm saying? It's not like hazing or bullying or whatever the buzzword it is this month, but it is a form of camaraderie because I have trauma from my childhood in which I like to I like to engage in communal banter with my friends. And that communal banter most of the time consists of demeaning rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? And so that being said, Jeremy it's not a Jeremy thing. It's just that Jeremy's sitting next to me. It could be a bootleg Kev. It could be Rory. I do it to all of them. Just, you know what I'm saying? Insert white friend here. So that's really what it is. It's not bad. I don't have, I was gonna say I F with Jeremy. I like I like Jeremy Hecht. Bro, don't get excited.
Okay,
bro.
sorry.
I'm not gonna say I love you.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying?
You're close. You're close.
Even if that were to ever manifest, I would never say it to you.
I know, but
All
I'm
right
just-
then.
I'm
So
just-
calm down. I'm talking to moms.
Okay.
So I like Jeremy Hecht. There's no dislike or disdain towards him. I just like to engage in witty banter every now and then. And to me, it's funny. To you, it may not be because it's your offspring. I understand that. But, he's a grown man. You know what I'm saying? He could deal with, he's out here inheriting beefs on other people's behalf, picking fights with black people across the country. You know what I'm saying? Like,
who he's never met.
who's never, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Picking a fight with a black man he's never even met.
Every now and then, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. I appreciate you, though. Thank you for watching the show. Make sure you subscribe, too. Don't be one of the people who don't subscribe if you're watching every week. West Coast.
So it's part of the appeal of our show is that Jeremy's the baby face, DJ Hed is the heel.
I'm not the heel. You're the heel.
No, I'm Triple H. I run this whole thing, man.
You're the heel.
You're the baby face.
You're the heel.
I can't get you to come to work, but you're in Europe and shit. But
You're the
outside of
heel.
that- No, you're the heel.
How
I've been the heel at times. I think I play both roles, actually.
You're McMahon.
There you go. That's what I said. Triple H is the new McMahon. That's
You know what
I said.
McMahon was? A heel.
Megalomaniac also. That was probably one.
Completely.
Okay, yeah.
And inappropriate.
No, but
He's not. He's like, I'm not hearing all of that.
I don't want to hear all
don't
of
hear
McMahon.
all of McMahon.
But McMahon played good guy at times. Didn't
No.
he? No, he became a gray heel with the Stone Cold era, obviously.
Yeah, but he's been a heel pretty much his entire tenure in company. Like if he were to do something that was babyface like, it was unintentional. Like it was just like, oh, this is good for business. But McMahon was primarily a heel throughout the run.
Well, see, I think Jeremy's such a babyface that when he did a little heel turn, he was even critical of the music. Everybody couldn't take it. Like, Jeremy's crashing out. Jeremy's being negative.
Yeah.
Misogyny. Jeremy.
So I'm the heel and you're the babyface.
I'm not as familiar with wrestling, so I won't.
Babyface is like you're the good
guy, bad guy.
Well, I think they consider me to be wholesome.
Why?
I would say.
Why are you more wholesome than me? Let's talk about that. Let's break that down.
I would say I'm still new to not new because I've been in it for a while, but
offended by
newer
his wholesomeness?
in the media
No.
space than you guys.
You
so
said
I'm
what?
maybe less jaded in the industry space than you guys.
So you're naive.
Well, not naive because I know, but more naive than maybe.
Isn't that what I just said?
Well, I wouldn't consider myself fully naive.
I didn't say fully.
I'm more naive than.
Look up
you
the word
guys.
naive, journalist.
I'm not naive to the word. Lacking experience or sophistication or being too trusting. Okay, all right, I'm naive.
Still don't trust you.
Hey, watch your
I'll
phone.
be dipped in shit and rolling breadcrumbs. Ain't that what I just said?
Watch your phone. Okay, I admitted it. right away. But I do say in LA that the form of conversational banter that we get into is
Look
a form
that
of
shit up.
love.
Say it again, Jeremy.
The form of conversational banter that we get into sometimes is a form of camaraderie and friendship.
It
and
is
love
camaraderie.
in
We break
LA.
bread.
Yeah.
It's
You know what I'm
tough
saying?
love. It's tough love.
I literally just said that. Well, I'm not that. I'm,
No, it's true.
So so Elliott's the curmudgeon.
Yeah,
You're naive, and I'm the heel.
I guess.
That's crazy.
But you could do a heel. What's it when you turn from heel to
Babyface?
babyface?
That's just a babyface turn.
You could do a babyface turn.
And do what? Be naive?
No, not be naive, but I don't know what you would do actually.
You want me to be a person showing a lack of experience and wisdom or judgment? I don't even know how to do
Yeah,
that.
I don't think you can do that. Reason commented on your post and said, Hed might be the only person who I know who is too intelligent sometimes.
Yeah, what you did an editing clip where you drove baby, my guy. What was up with that?
Yeah, you put the throat
what happened
baby
with that?
instrumental
Who
under.
is your social team? This guy got his own social squad.
Also,
He's Dope Baby and Jeremy in a clip just because
that's my
guy got a wide
You
throat.
did not throat baby.
My guy
me,
can't have a
but
wide
the throat
throat.
baby instrumental underneath. But also, snoring is not always sleep apnea.
I didn't say always.
You said if
It's
you
a form.
No, but it's not necessarily. I looked it up.
Aha.
Do you remember what I said exactly?
Journalists.
No, you can go off it.
Just
yeah.
the facts.
This is what I said. I said when you snore,
Yeah.
it's a form of sleep apnea in a sense of obstructive sleep apnea because something is blocking the airflow. That's what I said.
But so this is according to Gemini on Google. No, snoring is not a form of sleep apnea, but it can be a symptom of sleep apnea, particularly obstructive sleep. But it's not a form. It's simply a
Journalism.
symptom.
Journalism. Talk to him, Jeremy.
So I'm just saying my throat. Can we leave it out? Can we leave it out of all conversations from now on?
I don't have no problems with your esophagus, King.
Problem enough to put that little snippet
throat
of
babied.
What
You
was
throat
that
babied
thing in
the
the
clip.
social clip
What you?
that you sent to us? And we posted it blindly in support of our show.
I took it off my grid. I accepted and took it off my grid. I was like, you know what? I'll support this, but I'm not having it on the main page.
Right? Anyone who snores has a form of sleep apnea because the air passage is blocked. That's obstructive
I'll
sleep
snore
apnea.
if I sleep on my back. I won't sleep on. If I sleep on the side, I'm never gonna snore.
Exactly. Because what happens is when you sleep, the jawline gets relaxed and all these muscles relax and collapse into your throat. Even if you sleep on your back, you probably don't snore because you have a wide ass throat. You know what I'm saying? So
I sleep on my side, first of all. So do I need to pause before I start sleeping?
Throw baby. Who added the little throw baby at the end of the thing? That's you, That's you, kid? You do your own stunts?
sometimes I do my own stunts.
No, that was funny.
What? So do you know the circumference of your esophagus?
I've never measured, not once. I've never.
Do you know how to measure your esophagus?
I don't. I would not know.
Real
how to
niggas know the
measure.
circumference of the
So
esophagus?
you're saying you have a super tight throat? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, way.
Well, if my
Yeah,
throat is
Jeremy,
super wide, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep. It's small and quaint.
Okay.
Look that shit up. You know what Joe
Spotlight,
esophagus is? Though? You know what Joe esophagus is though?
Oh,
Fat,
God.
juicy, and wet.
Whoa,
Hey,
whoa, hey, hey,
That's not going top. That's not going top 10. That's not cracking the top 10, buddy.
Somebody clip that.
Hey.
We have fun. We have a good time, though. We have a good time. All right. Oh, wait, real quick before Spotlight. Any update on Lefty that you can give? Because I saw he posted bail. He's out
Oh, free to bro?
or nothing we could talk about?
There's nothing really there.
All right. Hopefully.
He's good. He's in good spirits.
Okay. All right.
Also, allegedly, Blueface may be coming home soon.
Okay.
There's some new tattoos. Some new face tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of prison, though, you guys excited for Tory Lanez prison
No.
album?
Oh, that's my. This is a fake rant. You ready for a fake rant?
Yeah.
I think the purpose of jail is that you should disappear. If you're in jail,
Damn.
I don't like you having a presence in the. Like, you should go sit down. Like
Reflect.
that's the whole point, right? Rehabilitation. It's like I'm not part of your rollout. Anybody, like not specific to him. I just don't like the world where it's like. I hate incarceration in general, but also I think the idea that you're now still part of this vibing society. It's like, no, you was told to sit down, like, deal with that. What rollout? What's going to happen? Like, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of your participation in current culture. I want you to just serve your time.
What I hated about it, and
I do. Is that wrong?
No, you're saying reflecting on what you.
I'm just saying, just get off the grid. Like, you're not on the grid. Like,
I
what's
think
going to
that's
happen? You think I want people from jail to make hits and slaps?
I think it depends on who it is.
Who would I root for that one? Max B been away for a while.
If
Like, no,
Hov
Max
went to jail and did an album, you would want to hear it.
Who did?
Hov.
If they do it before they go to jail, like
No.
Pac did Me Against the World.
No, while he was in jail and he recorded out.
I would encourage him not to do it.
He would say write the bars in jail. Just
Yeah,
don't release
come
it
out
yet.
and do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
What I dislike is he was like, nope. First of all, nobody asked. Actually, they did. They did ask on. They were talking about it on a podcast, a jail podcast, which is crazy. And
They got podcast mics in jail?
That's my point. It's out of control.
Somehow.
Incoming crash
Stand
out.
down, champ. What are you doing? The gavel said this. Bang. This is what happened. You not changing shit. Number one with a bullet. No, nigga, it's not happening. Stand down. Stand down, my G. All your energy should be towards lawyers and getting your ass out of there.
Maybe he needs to pay for the
The
lawyers.
quiet battle. Your thuggers should be that. I don't need your lyrics. The lyrics should write bars to your lawyer. Like, you should write litigation. Looking at the law books and how to get the fuck out of there. That should be a pure focus. Not making slaps.
See, look, you're getting real laughs from Hed. This is better than Conan.
See, this shit is actually funny. Right? It's called the Law Library. That's what I heard.
What's the law library?
Look that shit up. I'm just saying, like, just do whatever you gotta do to, like, fight that case.
Shit.
Nothing's more important than your case and your freedom. Fight for your freedom. Not fight for cultural
Bro, he's really encumbered by this.
Fight for your freedom, not cultural relevancy.
That's good.
Fight for your freedom, not cultural relevancy. Fight for your
Call your
freedom.
lawyer.
Fight
Don't make
for
no
your freedom.
slaps.
Don't call the Nelk boys.
Fight for your freedom. Anybody. I'm not just talking about old boy. I'm talking about anybody. Don't get
Yo.
any ideas. Because then he does that, it goes platinum. Everybody want to do it too. It's like, fight for your freedom. Puffy's not dancing the videos in front of us. Like, whatever.
Well,
like,
we're not going to hear
fight
Puff.
for your freedom, not cultural relevancy. That's it, I guess, is what I want
Tory
to say.
said
That was a crash out.
that was great. Buzzer beater, too. Buzzer beater.
The best ones are the buzzer beaters.
Yeah,
Man.
it was close.
You brought the topic up last. I was like, I got to say something about this thing.
But Tory said that he wishes he was in Drake's shoes so he could have handled Kendrick. Tory, you didn't even handle Drake. You did not.
What are you doing right now?
He did not even win against
Stirring
Drake
up
in their
old Canadian beef?
subliminal
Stirring up
beef
old
battle.
Canadian beef?
Mama Flor, I mean, not
Drake
Florian. What's the name?
Drake he said, doing a song with you is like taking my kids to work with
What's
me.
the name?
Sarah Fleischer.
Mama Fleischer. He be doing this shit to himself. Nobody asked him to do
They
that.
resolved that Canadian beef. He's trying to
I'm
open it
just
back
saying,
up.
You know what I'm
Nobody
saying?
asked you to jump into fight
Drizzy
Kendrick.
and
This is not a
Tory
timeline that existed. You don't get to just
He didn't
put
get
yourself
that.
in.
You didn't get that Trick Daddy like that.
What did Trick Daddy do?
That was a classic Breakfast Club scene.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't get it Rick Ross like
Yeah,
that.
that was good.
That's
Okay.
what you did. You didn't get that Drake like that. You just did that. You did the same
I've
thing.
Pulled up
gotten
on
that
you.
Drake before. On the
No,
show.
bro.
Oh, okay. Sorry. No, let me back it up. You're saying that's what I'm saying to Tory, and I was doing the same. Got it. Okay. All right.
Well, maybe he was just
Fair.
speaking to his
No,
Canadian
you're right.
loyalty.
You're right.
Maybe Tory was just speaking to his Canadian loyalty to Drake because they have resolved their differences.
He was, but he's making it worse. He was trying.
But see, why is he speaking? Okay, I'm stuck.
No, he should. No, you're right.
You shouldn't have an opinion about the Drake Kendrick beef.
So
You're
you don't
off
want
the
niggas
grid.
that podcast in jail?
No, I
What
want you to do
about,
nothing. I want you to get off
you
the
don't want
couch.
niggas to
What
do
about
nothing?
Tax Zone?
I want them to do the
Shout to my
stuff
dude,
behind.
Tax.
I want them to fight for their freedom. That's what I want them to do.
What if by fighting for their freedom they have a podcast?
And they champion for their freedom on the show every week.
I don't believe that.
What if they give weekly updates on the case? Here's the weekly update on
They
where
have
I'm
lawyers
at.
that could do all that. Lawyers they have a lawyer podcast. Just break it down for
Why
everybody.
what do you have against incarcerated black
Yeah,
men?
let's not open this back. Anybody incarcerated, let's say like, don't do that, please.
But I'm saying, what do you have against the incarcerated?
I'm not against. I'm against the fight for cultural relevancy over the fight for freedom.
Why you want them to be culturally
It's all
relevant?
balance.
Why you don't want them to be culturally
They're
relevant?
not culturally relevant. Everybody knows he's still relevant.
No.
But that
Why
happened the
don't
whole
you want them
trial.
to be?
Right? The whole trial, he was fighting for cultural relevance over the case. There was PR campaigns.
Yeah,
They were paying
exactly.
media personalities. The lawyer, that guy who was going on Instagram.
This fight to be
they
the
were
talk of
yeah.
the week of the talk of the thing and be social media all day. It's like you're away. There's nothing you can't change that dynamic. That's a dynamic you need to attack. That's it. So let me stop. I just don't like it. I think we glorify it too much too, and it's just like you should be present. Like take your phone away. You shouldn't be on IG and all that. I don't think that it's not.
So you're not spinning.
It's unhealthy to me. But hey,
Carti and Tory are not getting spins from Elliott Wilson
Damn,
on Tidal.
That's cold. It's a cold world out there.
why on Tidal? On
Go
Spotify,
away.
Apple, all the platforms.
But don't you spin on Tidal?
What are you doing on
Tidal's my
social
preferred
media?
DSP.
Yeah, okay, so.
Why do you have aspirations? You're
Fuck
washed.
freedom. Fuck freedom.
Well, there's a Future album loading too.
Yeah. Oh,
Yay.
so he put up
A tweet.
this is a funny one. So he put up a post, a tweet, because I guess there's a girl, this is some real shade room shit. But I guess there's some girl, I haven't seen who she is, but she's claiming she's one of his women, right? And then he finally, remember Future would always have all this drama with all his baby mamas and stuff.
Mother's Day is Future's Day.
But then it seemed like everything got regulated. He started taking control of his situation. They stopped going to the gossip things. There's no wild tweets. Everything's under control. Like, he's just who he is,
Got
right?
his women in check.
Got a woman, got the roster in there. He talks about adding to the roster. But some girl popped out claiming she's a side. I don't know the story. I didn't watch the clips. But then finally, Future responded to it. He had tweeted out this Desilou and Messy or something. Delusional and Messy. It was a play off Delusional and Messy. Like he said, like Desilou or some kind of reference to delusion. Delusu, how you say it? Like Delusional and Messy. So I reposted that tweet in my feed because he responded to it. And then almost immediately a publicist who I know works with him asked me to take it down. So I took it down. And then next thing you know, it was taken down off his account. And then it was replaced with, new album is coming, new album loading. Get focused, I'm back, new album loading.
So you
that was the
started
rollout.
the Future rollout.
I started the Future rollout. Look
Wow.
at me.
So
Bro,
fans can thank you for getting a new Future
can't
album
say
that's
that.
about to be fire.
We're joking, man. We're just giving you the timeline. Did you know that happened? I'm informing my audience. I'm letting
I
people
didn't know about this. I didn't know about this.
Yeah, it was you can't even find a delusional and messy tweet.
No, 6.6
See, got that
million
shit down
views
real quick.
on
Damn.
this.
It was like she was delusional and messy. Like
What
like,
was the time period of how fast it went up and came down?
I said real quick, like because she told me to take it down, like a half hour or so. I would say
Damn.
it was at nighttime too. So West Coast time's probably 8ish. So it was by 11 midnight East. But then they were the quickness of turning into a positive, like, he said, here's how you know, it's like, he said, my new album is dope. Trust me. Like, trust was the last campaign. What the fuck are you talking about? We had trust, don't trust me.
No, he didn't trust, but now
Trust?
maybe he trusts.
But he sold us trust 2 times already. This album's not gonna be about trust.
He sold us distrust.
Like, what does he say? here in
This is
thing?
trust. Album about to be just the letter B.
Fire emojis.
Fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fire. Six fire emojis.
Oh my God.
And then trust me. Who calls himself the sixth god?
Oh, here we go. There we go.
This is gonna be a tweet. This is why I hate Kendrick fans. But you know, maybe we do get Drake.
Maybe you're the one obsessed with Drake.
Maybe I mean, he's one of my favorite artists of all time. I have no problem.
Which
saying
number?
That. All time.
Right under Big Sean.
Yeah, Sean is ahead of Drake.
You said what?
Big Sean is ahead of Drake on my all-time favorites list. Tyler, maybe.
Who's number what?
Sean might be up there for my favorite. In terms of like who I've grown with over time that has never
Bro,
disappointed
who's your
me.
favorite rapper?
Big Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sean Don.
Yeah, Sean. But yeah, okay. So future album coming. I'm excited.
Yep. So, look, he got rid of the messy stuff. So yeah, stay focused on the music.
Future album coming. Doechii album coming. Maybe in the works. She dropped a song from 5 years ago. I thought that was dope. She dropped a song from 5 years ago that fans were demanding. It started trending. Sleepy Hollow ended up sampling the song with Doechii on it. And then fans, after she won the Grammy, kind of went back and were like, this is crazy. Look at her journey. And one of the videos was her, you know, rapping over the Gochie sample. And she dropped it. She listened to fans 5 years later.
I love it.
Dropped
She's nice making all the right moves. She's in Paris now, having
killing it.
tearing the streets up.
She's the one. She's about to take over. Like in terms of that spot that's open that we keep talking about, Doechii is the one.
DJ Hed's been trying to tell you, man. You don't listen.
I've been agreeing.
You don't listen to DJ Hed.
I've been agreeing.
Nobody listens to me.
See, this is how you make your turn to babyface.
Why? Empathy?
Yeah.
I don't want no fucking empathy. I want results. I don't care about empathy.
And JID's rolling out. Finally.
Oh God!
No, he finally
can't get the
doing it.
spotlight. He's excited by everybody's moves out
I'm
here.
just telling you, I'm getting everybody's
Yeah,
album
I didn't get that.
rollout.
So JID's doing the old school thing. He like turned the album in, and now what are we doing now? Waiting for the label to say it's good. Like, well,
I keep asking.
Cole has to listen to it. J. Cole has to go on the treadmill and listen to it. Like,
that didn't work
a
out.
bike ride. J. Cole got to listen to say it sounds good to me.
Sounds
What
good
does
on the
that
streets
mean?
of New York. Yeah, we're
I
ready.
turned my album in.
Let's roll out.
Okay. What's that mean, Barry? Like, shout out to the team. Like, what does that really mean?
I don't know.
It's old school to have a war meeting, and now you turned it in. Let's go by each track and give
What
our
do you want
notes.
him to do? Not turn it in? I'm asking.
No,
rollout,
it just seems
like-
old school though to say you turned it in. Like,
You have to turn it in so they can ingest it into the system.
that's not how he sound though. He sound like I'm turning it in, and now I got to go through my team and figure out what the next steps are. That was the feeling.
Well,
of
it's
it.
like, yeah. Like,
It wasn't like it's coming out next week because it's turned in.
No. Here's a complete body of work, and now we have to figure out structure around it. Roll out.
So you don't think that structure involves like approving songs? I don't like this one you
Nah,
did. Or
I know Barry, bro. Barry is not that. Barry not finna do nothing without no plan.
So we need marketing plans. So
Barry's
this is the
manager,
art.
so-
Let's come up with the marketing plans.
Let's
Let's come up with
come
what the
with a
roller
plan.
looks like.
Barry
type of
is very strategic. He's
Shout
not
out Barry. He's
not a
brilliant.
dummy at all. Like, so, like, and JID not no dummy either. So, like, they're gonna put a plan together. It's not finna just be like, throw the album out on Friday. Like, that ain't what they doing.
Can you ask them if the rollout has started? I didn't want Dreamville follow me on Instagram, and I don't want to have to DM them every day with questions because I don't want to get on.
What do you want to know?
Is this the beginning of the rollout, or
For
are we
what?
for
But see, that's why I
JID's
think
album?
that's why I think he handled it wrong. Because when you say turn the album into fans, that means it's ready to go. Which in their mind means marketing, whatever's all together is ready.
That's what I was.
And you're
wondering.
about to get
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
That's why I say, like, I felt he did the artist thing of like, I turned it in. It's not on me. I turned it in.
And now we're waiting for
Like,
them
that's
to,
old school. Like,
to
dog,
roll
what does
out.
that mean?
Yeah.
Like, because the fans, that means it's done. Then why can I hear it? This Friday? Next Friday? Like, I did my part. I turned it in.
I
You
get
see
what
what
you're
I'm
saying. It does feel a little like
It's like
old-
my hands
yeah,
aren't
yeah.
on it. You trying to call Barry? That's
Let's see
funny.
if he responds.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you guys know I'm campaigning
Because you're a
for him
fiend,
to-
right? You're like, turn it in.
I'm like, I want him to get that spot. We talked about Doechii. I think
Getting
there's
those rock goosebumps.
You
You're
know,
like,
I know somebody said like he's been a bubbling artist since 2018. He has been around, but I think now is the time to still take that spot.
I
you know?
agree. I agree. I'm very excited about his album.
What?
I think it's begun.
Okay. The JID rollout has begun.
Him
There
in
we go.
Paris. Him in Paris. Are you going to Paris? Is that one of your stops?
People
Everyone's
in
in Paris right now. JID's in Paris. Doechii's in Paris. Will DJ Hed be in Paris very soon?
I don't think so.
Right.
But Europe, though, not Paris, though.
Yeah, I'll be in a couple of countries in Europe too.
Couple countries. 2.
For sure.
Congratulations, King. Is this your first international situation, or
Mm-mm.
when's the last time?
The last time I went to where I go, Japan,
Okay,
like a couple of years ago. I used to go to Japan like twice a year.
that's dope.
Out in Tokyo because you're big in Japan.
That's true. This is true.
Yeah.
I do have a base there
A base,
of wow.
Wow!
Where'd you get that
Huge.
photo from?
Yeah.
There,
So you don't-
he's
you
got
don't
the fan base.
So you don't wear the hat overseas? You're like, fuck that, I don't need my hat. None of that.
I forgot about
Let
this
that
photo.
breathe.
That
You know what I mean?
That's a pick.
Oh,
See, that's a
I think you should do no hat in Europe. No hats.
Yo, look.
They saw.
Hold on, let me explain.
Yeah. Can we talk about
Yo, what's up with the
what
homie
happened
drawing
here?
a set?
Bro,
Drawing a W? Drawing a set?
I'll be
He
out.
banging on you?
that.
You let this nigga bang on you?
I'll be outside, bro. It's Crips everywhere.
Oh, he's special.
What is
Look at
going
him.
on?
Holla.
What?
Holla.
It's like me and my crew. You say.
Oh, this is the best show. Fuck Spotlight.
Bro. You know, I be with, hey, bro, I got people everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
You're back.
Those are some real ones? Those are some real ones you was with right
no,
there?
there's some real shit going on. There's some real shit going on. Here, you want me to show you something?
This is not what
I
I
wouldn't
expected.
mess with homies to the right. And he
about-
got his little rock star guitar belt on and
I'll
shit,
show
like
you
he's Jim
some
Jones
Wait,
and
wait,
shit.
wait, what's he clutching?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's got something in his hand.
Nah, I'm gonna show you some shit. Hold
I wouldn't
on.
mess with old boy right there.
Let me show you something crazy.
What
That
year is
picture,
this?
that year's, that's like 20. That's 2009.
Whoa.
Here we go. The nightclub action. Oh, you doing up the dub with them. Let's go. 2009 set tripping in Japan.
With the West
Yeah,
Coast
DJ.
emoji and the flag.
That was 2009, bro.
Set tripping 15 years ago.
Hold on, look. Let me show you something.
Wow. Here we go, some more. The dub's up. Dub's up everywhere.
How did you find that so fast?
You getting like, I want a water, but let me throw the dub up real quick before I head out.
Nah, look. Let me show you something. Let me show you some.
Uh-oh. What's going on with the ladies? Hey.
This trip was incredible.
Let me show you something.
184 weeks ago. This was posted.
They
He had a snuggie on his
There's
waist.
there's some real ones out there, bro. Like people sleep on Japan, bro. Shout out to my dude Taka, man. Shout out to the all the homies out there. It's some real ones in Japan,
So
bro.
the real ones in Japan, man.
Yeah.
So what was, explain this picture one more time? What happened? How did you
How did you get to know these gentlemen?
like how were they like let's take a pic.
I fraternize with the community wherever I go.
Immerse in culture.
Yes.
I tried to grab a noodle soup real quick, and
Nah,
next
I
thing you
just-
knew,
I just, I just fraternize with the community, you know what I'm saying? And
Rhyming to
the
rhyming.
homies pulled up and was, you need anything? I'm like, I'm good.
anything.
That's crazy that y'all pulled that photo up. That's literally from 2009, bro.
TT, baby.
Oh my
That's literally from 2009.
15 years, baby.
Yeah. I've been doing this.
You got to go back.
I've been around
They've
a
been
long
waiting for the return.
Well, no, I've been back a few times. I've been
Okay,
back more than a half.
Check in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always check in. I check in wherever I go. I'm not one of them people who be like, oh, check it in, it's for pussies. I went to Houston, I called Trey. You know what I'm saying? I go certain places, I call people and let them know I'm in their city and be like, hey, bro, I'm here. Oh, well, for sure. Let me know if you, same thing when I went to the Bay for All-Star Weekend. Hey, so-and-so, I'm in your city. All right, bet. This where you should, because people think checking in is a bad thing. You're supposed to check in so you don't end up at the wrong Roscoe's.
You want to know a great white version of that saying? And I'll say it with a Canadian accent. Better safe than sorry.
Okay, cool. But like, for instance, I'll give you an example. Last time I just went to Atlanta recently. I called my folks in Atlanta. I was like, hey, I'm coming to the A. What's going on? Oh, you know what? I know you normally stay
Somewhere.
in Buckhead. Right? You normally stay in Buckhead. Don't stay in Buckhead right now. It's hot. I'm like, word? Yeah, stay in Midtown. Hey, get the B&B in Midtown or get the room in Midtown. And me and Silas walking around Midtown, it's nice. We walk into the restaurants and it's all good. In Buckhead, it's turned up. You know what I'm saying? That's the purpose of checking in for me. It's not about making sure that I don't get robbed or somebody bring me the pistol or none of that. It's like
secure awareness of your surroundings.
Let me
stuff,
know. Yeah. So when people come to LA, be like, hey, bro, oh, you know what? Don't stay over there right now. You know, the homies is over there. It's active. Stay over here. And you'll have a better experience. That type of thing. That's the purpose of checking in. I do it all the time. I checked in last week. I checked in 2 days ago knowing I was going to go to Europe. Hey, I'm being, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Be on foreign soil. What's up?
If you go to Toronto for the GNX tour, who would you check in with?
Well, no, I'm gonna be with the homies, so
you don't have to. So they'll do the checking.
Yeah.
Okay.
They handle that.
Check by association.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I know people out there.
Yeah.
So I would just hit them and like, hey, I'm in your city.
And just prepare for that interview, that Drake interview he's getting.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think I'm gonna get the interview. I'm just saying I'm not opposed to
Just
it.
put his name in there.
I'm opposed. I'm cool with having a conversation with anybody about anything.
Playboi Carti?
Yeah.
What?
As long as it's like a legible interview.
I was gonna say, would you understand anything he's saying back to you? You'd probably be the question.
Well, legible will be reading, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a Rich the Kid interview that's completely inaudible. I didn't even put it out because you can't. It was inaudible.
Were you responding? Did you do the huh? You got left out bad.
It was just like I'm not one. Like actually, shout out to LaRussell. I just had a conversation where we were talking about that. Where like a lot of people who do what we do would just do it for the content. I'm not a do it for the content type dude. Like if Jeremy got up here and crashed out and just went crazy, like he finally said it or he just went crazy. Like
finally said it.
Like we wouldn't put it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. That'll be a fight with you, man.
No, I'm not putting it out. I joke, but I'm not. I don't want to
ruin my life.
I mean, not to that degree. You know what I'm saying? Like I would.
If we hit him with a beep.
No.
I wouldn't
can't beep that.
No, because it's not worth it to me. Everything ain't content for me.
So you just want it for your personal gain, and nobody else will ever see it. Just us in it.
Yes, put it in the group chat.
Again, as you said, with a staff fully of color, basically.
Yeah. Exactly.
We all get to experience it.
But yeah, y'all should go to Japan. I'll put you in touch with some people.
I
don't know if I want to connect with those people.
I'm checking in with you.
Okay, that's cool. Love to
really good people.
Japan.
Shout out to the people watching from Japan right now. Put some flags in the comments. We have some people internationally.
Who found some photo? That's crazy.
CT took him back. CT took him back, baby.
Yeah, I'll be outside.
Outside. So you're not going to Europe next week? Any big plans next week?
I'm gonna miss DJ Hed and be like, where is he at?
Yeah, we'll do a remote stream.
If you see if he returns our texts, how's the international coverage gonna be, champ?
We'll stay on stream.
Yeah.
Keep you in a group text. You still gonna hit us back?
What time will it be? It'll be like.
So it'll be nighttime for me and daytime for you.
Okay. So we might get a darker West Coast vibe. In the nighttime, they do things like Meet the Grahams. You know what I mean? They drop the spooky stuff at night from the West Coast.
We might get a darker.
No, don't do that. I knew you were gonna, but I was waiting because I finished my sentence. So I figured like once I finished the sentence, you obviously knew where I was going. I didn't think you would pull it back there, but
Sometimes you got to do it. Like, comment, subscribe.
Wait, spotlight. We can't spotlight.
Nah, fuck that.
What? Hold on. I'm getting the spotlight off. We didn't get spotlight last week.
Oh yeah. All right, go ahead.
Okay. All right.
You have a spotlight DJ Hed?
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. Real quick though, don't take too much time.
No.
Jeremy be taking this, and I want to say, this person really, it's amazing.
No.
Please spam us on social media with your music.
No, I don't tell him to spam you. But no, this guy, shout out to Justin Richburg. He had sent me this artist randomly, and he was like, yo, check this artist out. He sounds really different. And so I looked him up. Love Eli, his name is. That's Love, DJ Hed, ELI. Love Eli. And he kind of sounds like, he said he produces, writes, and records all his own stuff. He sounds like if Uzi just leaned into the beat and never really wanted to like make rap his main thing. Like,
like
he has some melody and he has some like songwriting, but it's mostly instrumental, like big cinematic type vibe. So he's super talented. I'm excited to see what he does next. He has like a few songs, but the song I liked was called Can't Believe My Eyes. That's love Eli, so shout out to him. Excited for the future.
Elliott.
I'm gonna shout out my guy Jim Jones, the capo. Check out his album At the Church Steps. You know, Jim's run as a solo artist in this later part of his career is pretty unprecedented. You know, obviously Cameron is the major star of Dipset, but you can't sleep on Jim Jones' solo catalog and its consistency. Also, in that same vein, Ransom has a project with Dave East. I kept meaning to mention, Final Call, which I think is dope. Another veteran continually putting out music, Boldy James, got a new one with Chuck Stranger's, Token of Appreciation. And then my guy Bossman dropped a new song, Something Out of None, SUMOUTOFNUN, Something Out of None. That's just a loose single. He's on tour right now. Go check him out on tour. Go check Glorilla's out on tour.
Yep.
Tyler's out on
Big
tour.
blow.
You know, support our black acts on the road, hip hop acts on the road. And rest in peace to the great musician Roy Ayers.
Yes.
What they call it, the vibra. How you say the thing? We plays the vibration. Vibrist. How you say it? I don't know how to pronounce it.
What?
I don't know.
The vibrist. Like he plays like those keys. The vibraphone. So how you call it? Vibrist. Vibraphone.
The vibraphone.
He's a master of the vibraphone. You know, crediting a lot of that crazy jazz funk, neo soul. Of course, everybody knows everybody loves the Sunshine record. It's been sampled 200 times in hip hop, they're saying. But yeah, dig into his catalog. It's more than just everybody loves the Sunshine. A lot of great music, a lot of music that's been sampled. You know, one of the great musicians. And also was one of those guys that was very supportive of hip hop and worked with Guru and worked with other artists and like was cool with him being sampled and embraced that. So a true OG. So do your homework on that. Rest in peace.
And rest in peace to Angie Stone too.
Angie Stone also, who actually is a pioneer of hip hop, was a member of the group Sequence with Sugar Hill Records, the first Funk You Up classic record. You know, I think they came from the South, one of the first legit original hip hop hits. And you know, her contributions to culture is beyond that, you know, and even Neo Soul, which came in the game, you know, her and D'Angelo and the music she made there. So definitely impacted culture. Angie Stone also, rest in peace.
Mine is, one is not from a rapper, but Amanda Reefer dropped a song called Are You Dumb? That's Hard.
When Kendrick Lamar, someone with Kendrick Lamar? The credits?
Amanda Reefer. Yeah, she dropped.
So they wrote it together, co-wrote it?
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I'm just saying she dropped a song called Are You Dumb? And it's hard. I like it. Shout out to Amanda Reefer. That's my people.
Shout out Amanda Reefer.
And then also Miles Minnick and John Key dropped a joint project called West Indies. Like, it's hard. Gospel slaps for your
Miles Minnick.
Gospel slaps for your head top.
I got the Christ-like on.
I know. I saw that. I see you with the Christ-like. I see you, King. Wait, I thought y'all don't believe in Christ.
We went over this. So most Jewish people do not believe. I personally.
Oh, got you. Yeah. All right.
Believe in Jesus.
So is that like different hoods?
It would definitely be different. They have. I mean, there's very few like synagogues that actually study Jesus. There's like Messianic Jews who technically do. They have like. I don't go to synagogue, but they would believe in that.
So how many different hoods is it?
There's a lot. So you know the people. You know the people with like the black hat and like the. So that's Hasidic Jews.
Yeah, I know.
And that's very. They believe the Bible to a different interpretation than most people. So basically, like they had people interpreting the Bible and they studied the interpretation as truth. And so I don't identify with that hood.
Gotcha.
You know, that's not my hood. There's more conservative Jews who are just, you know, they study the holidays and, you know, they go to temple on high holidays, but they don't necessarily follow everything. And then there's, you know, in between. People in between.
So
I'm kind of a mixture of a bunch of
You're a hybrid hood.
I'm a hybrid hood, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Shout out to the chat. Do your due diligence. I'm gonna say it in reverse. Subscribe, comment, like.
Yeah.
You know I could do that. Huh? Yeah, do that, and you know, we'll see you next week. Elliott's gonna be mad at me because I'm gonna be on the screen. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll stick around.
Stay on
They
stream.
need you out there. They
Stay
need
on
you out
stream.
there. They need you out there, baby.
Hey, we should tell them to comment one word if they've stayed this long, just so we know that they lasted to that.
I hate when people do that shit.
Why? It's cool.
The dude do that on the 9 to 5 Mac video. I watch a lot of tech videos. He be like, comment a dolphin in the comment. No, go fuck. not commenting at a dolphin just to prove to you that I
Still
stayed
didn't
and
get
watched
the
the
tiramisu.
episode.
Didn't get the record yet. You still didn't get that record.
we haven't gotten the tiramisu.
But
Oh, I haven't
the
checked my
tiramisu.
DMs in a really long time before.
God.
I haven't checked. I assume I would see it, but let me.
You seen if Dot responded to you?
Jojo Ruski, yeah. Let me see.
Jojo don't
I
respond
got
to
a
shit.
wild guess.
What was your guess?
No.
No, he hasn't.
I know.
I just told him to put tiramisu in the thing, give you that little symbol.
Somebody on Twitter posted, they sent me on Instagram, it was an ad on a page, and it said, the best tiramisu in Toronto. And I was like, this is the most targeted. Okay, they're telling us to wrap up. Okay, hopefully you guys. All right.
The bigger picture!